You mentioned that Bhai Mani Singh Ji's Shaheedi's coming up and you use the terminology we manar, we celebrate. Why do you use the word celebrate? Why do Sikhs say celebrate?
We want to up Rona. We sada Rona Haini. For us, we celebrate these. We celebrate the Shaheedi of Baba Tara Singh. Why? Because to give your life for your faith is everything. For us, to die for our Guru, for our Dharam, is the greatest of all things that anyone can ever do. And in fact, a Shaheed gets a greater status than anyone else, any Devi Devta, any Mahapurush, anyone, because they gave everything. They fought to the last breath. Dangayan means warfare, fighter, rioter, the one on the front and the middle of all the violence, the one fighting a righteous warfare. Out of all those who fight and rowdy for their dharam, his name always comes up number one. So if Sikh are talking about, who's the jungiest people we got, Baba Tara Singh name always comes up. And a Mughal soldier then speaks, so he goes, Kaji Saab, you got an excellent idea and very good theory, we'll kill him this way. Why don't you come with us? And then you can tie the things up and bring them back. Yes, Kaji Saab, you don't have to step foot on the battlefield. You don't know what it's like to face these guys. These guys are ruthless. There's no way we'll capture them alive. They're the greatest warriors that rule this land. They're ferocious, and you think we can just go and capture them? Shut up and sit down. We will not capture them like that. We must kill them by any means possible. These moke come about now, but Sikh now have changed. Imagine now, someone like Gareeb Sikh or Bota Singh stood in Punjab GT Road and said, you know what, hun Banda, hun apar sarkar nu nahi manna apna raj, and they start charging everyone. Sikh would turn against their own brothers. When it happened in history, we put their pictures on our wall and we hailed them as our heroes. Many Godvare have their names. We go to their Shaheedi stands and do Mattha Tek and Namaskar. If it was happened today, the way our psyche is today, we would turn against them. What's happened now is we don't read the Shabbads, we don't sing in the Shabbads, we don't dive and swim in the Shabbads and do vichar of the Shabbads. Like Sikh of old, they'll sit in the dal, they'll sit for hours around the fire and just talk about one pankti, and they'll laugh and they'll sing and they'll enjoy the Shabbat. Now we're taught, just read it like a robot, don't say, nah, enjoy the Shabbat, live the Shabbat, break it down and apne mando jo rojo pari jao. Gurbani sare andi hai. And this is where we can unite. Instead of fighting over silly stuff, come together and unite as a Panth, and we can change Anwar Sama, and we can change the current age of Sikhi through our Sakya of the past.
So welcome back to another episode of the Sikh History Series podcast, but in a different format. In the past, Bhai Mani Singh Ji has done these podcasts where you're speaking in a studio setting, and we had long form, short form content, whether that was the Shaheedi of the Chote Sahibzade, the Battle of Chamkaur Sahib, the Chota Ka Lukara. Just last year we had the Padshahi Novi series where we went through Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's entire life in detail. There's a 5-part series, right? And Guru Kirpa, with Guru's grace, you smashed that seva in terms of the detail. And then we had the Sona Sakya in the short form, all the small Sakya, to draw kids with the Sakya. Now we're trying a different format in terms of a bit more interactive, a bit more vichara, I guess, right? So just to start with quickly, like, why is this series so important in terms of, telling Sakya? Why are you so passionate about this seva?
Because basically, for us, Sakya are everything. They judge us with our history, just like Maharaj Guru Amar Das Ji tells us, Babaniya, Kahaniya, Pota Sapota Ganen. The Sakya of our elders treat the children into good children. And Maharaj Guru Arjan Dev Ji says, Sona Sakhi, Man Jap Pyar. We listen to these Sakhiyan in your mind, Hirda Pyar Vadda. And we want to talk about the youngsters, and this is especially more for the youngsters and people getting into Sikhi, that these Sakhiyan are the ones that build your Pyar in Sikhi. And I always say, when I was a youngster, I used to go Punjabi school and all this, go to the Gurdwara. When I was forced to go, my parents took me. I'd Mattha Tek and I'd find a way to get out of the Darbar because there was nothing keeping me there. The Gurbani, the Vichar happened place in the Darbar side was above my level. I used to run out, play around in the Langar Hall. But what always caught me was the pictures in the Langar Hall, the pictures of the Shaheeds, the Singhs, the Singhniya, the Mahapurush, our history. And that really drew me in because I knew there was a story behind it. And then I was down. Anyone want to tell me one of those stories? I'll sit for 10 hours, however long you want, I'm down. And even now, like, people out there can... most people can join with that. If they start telling the kids a story, the kids are ready down to listen. Where if you start describing philosophies or ethics to a kid, they're lost. but Sakya pull them in. And in these Sakya, they're not just stories, not just entertainment. In these Sakya come our morals, come our ethics, come what we stand for. And in there come instruction how to jod with the Gurbani, like how to become one with the Gurbani, what the Shabad is for, when to sacrifice, when to stand tall, when to be humble. All this comes in our Sakya. And from back in the day, Sakya were always used as a tool. Even in the darbars of Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj, they told the Sakya of Guru Nanak Dev Ji to the whole Sangat, and everyone sat and listened. Even to the extent where, even in Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj's darbar, he had people translate Hitto Pradesh, which are animal stories, for youngsters to teach them, because it's not just the animal stories and the entertainment, it's what's hidden in between there, the morals that come out. And again, now the Panth Prakash, Suraj Prakash, why is there Katha done? Because we get Sikhi through these stories, through this history. It's our story. It's our story of our forefathers, and it changes our lives, our children's lives. Without history, we wouldn't know who we are. We wouldn't, our Maryade wouldn't make sense. A lot of Sikhi wouldn't make sense without our history. And what shows in our history? Those who command Sikhi, those who followed the Shabad. And then that gives us instruction, that gives us motivation, that gives us inspiration to learn and how to follow the Shabad. So that's why Sakya vital, they're everything for us.
100% Bhai Sahib. And especially when people are coming into Sikhi, a lot of times what they remember are Sakya, right? And even just that point about in a Gurdwara Sahib, traditionally you'd have Gurbani Katha in the morning, then in the evening there'd be Itihas di Katha. So every single day Sikhs would be joining with Guru Itihas, with the Guru's history, whether that was the post-Guru's period as well, as there's so many Qurbaniya that come afterwards.
And that's not done by accident.
Yeah.
That's a plan. That's set. That's even during the Guru's time this happened.
Yeah.
And it's divine. That's telling of Sakya, that Katha is divine. Because it makes people, it makes Gursikhs.
Even I guess like our Ardas, right? Even the Ardas there's a lot of Sakya in the Ardas, right? The standard Ardas that we hear about the Panch Pyari Char Sahibzade, or we say Hattiya, Jappiya, Tappiya, and so on. So it's ingrained in all of our Sikhi, right?
Even in Shabad Gurbani, there's so many Sakya that come in Gurbani. Like even in Dasam, there's so many Sakya, there's so many Sakya and stories and everything that Guruji wrote for us, and absolutely vital, bahut jaruri hai.
And with that, with this new revamp, if you want to call it, in terms of a different style of doing this Sikh History Series podcast, what are we touching on today then? What is the first topic you want to discuss in this new format?
So today is a huge Sakhi, it's a pivotal Sakhi. It's the Shaheedi of Baba Tara Singh Ji Vaan. And this year, 2026, is 300 years since Babaji Shaheedi. Just like last year, we marked 350 years of the Shaheedi of Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji. 51 years later was the Shaheedi of Baba Tara Singh Ji. And it took place in 1726. So that's 300 years basically this month when this is coming out. And this Shaheedi is monumental, huge, not just inspirational, but it's one of the most pivotal turning points in Sikh history.
It's a bit of a silly question, but I know people have asked this in the past, but this is by Tara Singh Ji, right?
Yes.
This is not by Taroo Singh Ji.
Yeah, this is different. By Taroo Singh Ji is the Shaheed. Janani Khopri Lehai, by Tara Singh Ji is the Shaheed who's Sakhi that we're going to look at today. And if we look all over the world, especially in Punjab, but Babaji is from a Panth called Vaan Panth. And in there right now, even this week, next month, they're doing big mahalle, big samagams. They're celebrating it in Punjab. The whole world's celebrating it. And I think in the West sometimes we get a bit left behind because we don't have that connection. That's why we're doing this and pushing this year to join that connection. So we're going to be pushing programs, smagams, jobs, this podcast, other Sakya, going around wherever Godwari we go, kids camps this year, telling these Sakya. We got a logo made for kids, badges, posters. They can print this logo, put it on the sandwich box from stickers, whatever, t-shirts, just for kids to represent.
Hoodies.
And we got hoodies made as well. This just came fresh off the print today for kids to wear and represent and wear their history, wear it proudly on their chest, and then they can talk about it. They can live it each time they put it on. It's a badge of honor, and it just creates that man within the youth, within the children, within all of us, that this is what we're doing, and it's so important. And so this year's 300 years of Baba Tara Singh Shaheedi, and in 8 years' time, we're going to be doing 300 years of Bhai Mani Singh Shaheedi. And these like 300 years, these anniversaries are huge, and we should manam and celebrate them because it takes us back to the Shaheediya and why they're so important and why we should celebrate these. Like as we go through today, you'll understand why Baba Tara Singh's Shaheedi is so important. So it took place in 1726. That's 18 years after Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj left for Sachkhand. So there's a period of 18 years between Babaji Shaheedi and Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj going to Sachkhand, and it takes place 10 years after the Shaheedi of Baba Banda Singh Bahadur, who is Shaheed in 1716.
So they must have met Guru Gobind Singh Ji
As when they were very young. So in 1699 of the Amrit Sanchar, Babaji's father takes Amrit. Baba Gurdas is Babaji's father.
Okay.
Baba Tara Singh's the oldest of 5 brothers, and he's also around at that time. He meets Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and he takes Amrit around that time. Within that year or the 2 or 3 years after, Babaji takes Amrit, and Babaji actually fights in the battles of Anandpur Sahib at a young age.
Wow.
He's 13, 14 years old. He's doing seva in Anandpur Sahib at that time of the horses, the Belle. Babaji fights in the battles alongside Banda Singh Bahadur, Baba Binod Singh, and all those Shaheeds as well. And his Shaheedi becoming 10 years after Banda Singh Bahadur is very important and pivotal because it marks a changing point. And if we just think about Banda Singh Bahadur for a moment, their real story that we're like obviously before when they were Madho Das Barag, they got their whole life, but their period of from them meeting Guru Gobind Singh to them being Shaheed is a period of 8 years. And what are 8 years that is? I don't think no one's got 8 years as crazy as theirs. In their 8 years, from taking Amrit, from trying to throw Guru Gobind Singh Ji off the Manjat, to taking Amrit, to bowing before the Guru, to receiving 5 Teers, to going to Punjab with Baba Binod Singh, with the whole Khalsa Panth, and then taking over Sirhind. And in that you get jung, you get revenge, you get internal conflicts, and you get their Shaheedi. So what I want to do is start off with the Shaheedi of Baba Banda Singh, and I've got an account written by the Westerners here, and then from that it gives us a good starting point for the Shaheedi of Baba Tara Singh Ji. So with Baba Banda Singh, at that time the governor of Lahore is Abdus Samad Khan, and he's the governor of Lahore from 1713 to 1726. That's a period of 13 years. 1726 is the Shaheedi year of Baba Tara Singh. And in 1726, a new governor of Lahore comes, and that's Zakaria Khan, Samad Khan's son. And he is the governor for 19 years. And it's under the governorship of Zakaria Khan that Baba Tara Singh is Shaheed. In Zakaria Khan, Baba Tara Singh is the first Shaheed, and Baba Taroo Singh Ji Shaheed is the last Shaheed.
Oh, interesting.
In Zakaria Khan's reign as the head of Lahore. So it starts with Baba Tara Singh Shaheedi, and his demise comes with the Shaheedi of Bhai Taroo Singh Ji. And it's basically going full circle. And within that, you get the Shaheedi of Bhai Mani Singh, you get so many Saki, you get Darbar Sahib being taken over by Masarangar. And the seeds are set with the Samad Khan, his father. And so Samad Khan was in and involved in the capture of Banda Singh Bahadur. And now we're just going to fast forward to that very Shaheedi moments, and then we're going to come back and look at this. I'm just going to read out a brief account. He sent 2,000 heads of the Sikhs stuffed with straw, hoisted on bamboo poles. So these were at the front. Banda Singh and his companions were conducted in procession to the city of Delhi in the following sequence. First came the heads of Sikh hoisted on these spears. Next came the dead cat, which symbolized that everything at Gurdas Nagar had been killed. So they had dead cats hanging from Barshe to represent Pasara Billi Marti. And then came Banda Singh Bahadur seated in an iron cage on an elephant's back, and they dressed him funnily. He was followed by his principal men, 26 in number, and after that came 746 Sikh tied to saddleless camels with their one hand pinned to their neck and 2 pieces of wood secured around their neck, secured with an iron pin. The caravan passed through the city of Lahore. The Sikh were jeered at and ridiculed by the Muslim population. They threw filth and rubbish on their faces. All sorts of foul and filthy abuses were hurled at them. Principal men were capsulated in sheepskin with the woolly side and the outside to look like bears. And this is done for everyone to jeer at, people lined up at the side of the roads to laugh, throw gandamand. All the Sikhs were mounted on camels with their one hand tied to their neck with wooden fixtures. And what were they doing at this time? Singing hymns from Gurbani. They withstood all the indignities with the greatest patience and grace. While passing through the territories which once they conquered, they remembered the expeditions and encounters, how they struck brick by brick Sirhind and obliterated the epicenter of tyranny when they took Sirhind apart. They're going through these areas now which they conquered, and now they're going through on horseback, on camelback, tied up. Banda Singh's in the cage, and now they're going through these very cities which they once ruled and got revenge. And they going from, they're probably thinking, this is where Vizir Khan's head was chopped off. This is where the they're going through that. All these memories flashed across their mind. Banda Bahadur looked at the fort of Sirhind where he had hoisted the flag of the Khalsa and must have thought at that time, we were the conquerors. Now, ironically, we are the captives. And all this is a game of fate. They rode towards their final destination to meet their ultimate end. Under the escort of Zakaria Khan and Kumaduddin, the caravan reached the outskirts of Delhi, where it was received by Muhammad Abd Amin Khan. Mirza Muhammad Harisi, and he's the author of a book called Hukamnamma, says that he had come to see the tamasha. Tamasha we know as drama, as far as Mande and Namak, the salt market, and had accompanied the procession all the way to Qila'e Mubarak, the Red Fort. There was hardly anyone in the city who had not come out to see the tamasha. Muslims were jubilant. The unfortunate Sikh, reduced to their last extremity, were quite happy and contented with their fate. There was not the slightest sigh of dejection. As they rode, they were in joyful mood, singing the hymns from their scripture. If anyone amongst the crowd called out to them that their own excesses had reduced them to such condition, they quickly replied that it's the will of the Almighty. So they're going there, people are jeering and saying it's because of your greed, because of what you done. And the Singhs now singing Gurbani, they're replying, we're Paramatma da Pana, yeah, this is the will of God. And they've accepted it. There's no tears, there's no crying, there's no lamenting. It's like they've accepted that Pana. Our capture and misfortune was in the guidance and with the will of God. This is what they're saying. When told that they would be killed, they shouted back, who is afraid of death? Kill us. Had we been afraid of death, how could we fight so many battles against you? It is merely due to starvation and lack of provision we fell in your hands. Otherwise, you know what we're made of. You know our capabilities. Sayyid Muhammad of Tasbir Uz Nazreen, I probably butchered that. He says he was present on the occasion, and on addressing a Sikh boy by a sign, the Sikh put his hand on his forehead and indicated this was predestined. Like he's insulting him, and the Sikh is saying, this is predestined. That is all that is to happen. The brave Sikhs, with any sign of dejection and shame, rode on calm, composed and cheerful to die the death of martyrs. They're being marched down now, all the way from Lahore, all the way to Delhi, and they're cheering. They're at peace, they're serene. On the arrival of the procession, Banda Bahadur, Fateh Singh, Baz Singh, Ram Singh, these are his castemen, these close lieutenants, were imprisoned at the fort. Banda's wife and his 4-year-old son had been handed over to Darbar Khan, Nazim of Harem, and the remaining 694 Sikh were handed over to Subbe Khan Kotwal for execution. And now he goes on to talk about the execution that took place in 1716. And they go, under the provision of Sarbat Khan Kotwal, the execution of these brave hearts commenced. Of the 694 Sikh imprisoned in Kotwali, every day 100 Sikh were brought out in front of the Kotwali towards Tripolia. And the execution site, they say, was close to the present British Library, located a few yards down from the road in proximity to Gurdwara Ganj Sahib. And life was promised to one who would renounce his faith. So you will live, if you give up your dharam, if you give up Sikh, you'll live. The entire Tamasha-e-Qatl went on for a week, and all Sikhs were put to end via butchery. So they're saying that every single one of them died. They had an option out, but nobody chose this option out. They all chose Shaheedi. It is, however, remarkable that none asked for mercy and none abjured their faith. None of them, no one asked for no bala. They were down for Shaheedi. Cheerfully, they embraced the death. At the time of execution, their consistency was wonderful to look at. Me, the deliverer, kill me first, kill me first. This is what they were saying. John Salmon and Edwin Stevenson, members of the British Embassy to Mughal Kingdom, wrote to Robert Hedges, the governor of Calcutta, governor of Calcutta, who's there, and they say that 100 Sikhs were beheaded every day. And it was not a little remarkable with what patience they undergone their fate. And to the last, it had been found that not even one apostatized from his newly formed religion. They're saying Sikh is a new religion, and none of them stepped away from their dharam. Sikhs welcomed the death with undaunted spirit, presented their heads with cheerful faces, Vaheguru, Vaheguru, on their lips. They joyfully raced to attain the martyrdom. All the observers, Indians and Europeans, unite in lauding the wonderful patience and resolutefulness which these men had, despite their unparalleled fate in history. Without any fear, all prisoners offered their head to the executioner with the words Vaheguru, Vaheguru on their lips. They gave their lives.
Vaheguru.
That just like they mocked their Vaheguru and they're giving their Shaheediyan.
You know what's crazy, Bhai Sahib, is that you mentioned that this was a Lal Killa, right?
Yeah.
So this is literally down the road from where Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji was beheaded as well.
Yeah, it's all around those sides. It's all around that area of Delhi.
Because you've all heard the story, but I just never drawn that link between the two. That was where Noor Pasha Ji, you know what, about 35 years beforehand, was beheaded. Now 35 years later, 694 Sikhs were beheaded over 7 days.
Yeah, so the Sikhs were shaheed at another place, and Banda Singh and his boys were taken to another place and made shaheed in Delhi, not that far away. Right. And he goes on, known for their stronger hatred of their Sikhs. So this guy who's talking now is known for his strong hatred of the Sikh. Kafi Khan, in his book, Munqtab ul Labab, writes what he saw with his own eyes. And this is a beautiful story. Among the prisoners sentenced to death was a Sikh youth of tender age. He was the only son of a widowed mother, so his dad had passed away. He had been recently married and had a Kangan-i-Arusi, the marriage thread, worn on his wrist. So you know when people get married and they tie the red thread, the ganna on the wrist? Yeah. Like some people go, oh, that's not good. He had the Sikh had it, who gave Shaheedi. He had that ganna on, and he's saying this is a sign that he recently got married. And hearing the impended doom of her son with other prisoners, an old woman, his mother, approached Rattan, the Divan of the Vizier, through his influential support, pleaded before the Emperor and Sayyida Abdullah. With great difficulty, she procured the release orders on the premise that her son was not a Sikh and had mistakenly been arrested.
Interesting.
So she got through, she got the paperwork that, you know what, she lied or whatever, said, my son's not a Sikh, he's recently married, we need to get him out, he's not one of them. He got the paper and they go, yeah, release him. He's not a Sikh, we're not going to marry him, and release Kardo. The old woman hurriedly arrived with the release order at Kotwali, only to find her son is standing in queue waiting execution. She arrives there, he's waiting to give Shaheedi. She presented the order to Kotwal, who pulled the boy out from the queue and said, you are now a free man. He got freed.
Wow.
The brave boy with a jerk freed his hand and joined his comrades. The hot Shatake joined his boys again. And he presented himself to the executioner. The sword of the butcher sliced off his head. Thus the boy, true to his faith, became a shining example of the martyrs produced by the Sikh nation. An author of Tariq-e Muhammad Shahi also collaborates this incident as he writes it down. And he writes, the old lady, this is a Tariq-e Muhammad Shahi, who's also writing the same thing. The old lady is said to have brought the bride of the young man along. On seeing the boy replied, I do not know who this old mother is, where she has brought this bride and what she is talking about. My companions have now gone. Now my term is slipping out of my hands. This delay is a great source of trouble for me. This lady, my mother, is a liar. So first he said, I don't know who she is. Then he does in Gulna, just Gal Nikal Jandi, my mother is a liar. With heart and soul I am a Sikh and I sacrifice at the feet of my Guru. Send me quickly after my companions. When he's got a way out, freed, he's like, no way, I'm dying with my brothers, with my companions. This was the material that Sikh were made of in that time. But they ran towards Shaheedi.
And it's interesting because these are not even Sikh sources, right? These are from the Muslim.
These are the Musliman sources. And even now, Kafi Khan, that same Musliman, he goes on to write the orders of the execution of Banda Singh. He goes, Banda Singh is to be taken to the tomb of Khwaja Qutb Din Mutasin at the mausoleum of Hazrat Qudir Mazil. His tongue is to be cut out and his eyes gouged out. His skin is to be removed from flesh, bones separated out, and his little one to be brutally killed. And on the 9th of June in 1716, the sun rose with its brilliance. Banda Singh, along with his 4-year-old son Ajay Singh and his companions, Baz Singh, Fateh Singh, Ali Singh and Ram Singh, Gulab Singh also, and others were separately confined in the fort of Delhi and then escorted under surveillance of Sabra Khan Kotwal and Ibrahim Uddin Atish, the chief of the Topkhana meaning the artillery where all the guns are kept. Firstly, they were paraded in the streets of Old Delhi, then taken to the tomb of Khwaja Bakhtiar Khaki at Mehrauli. So they're now taken from this area to another area, to a tomb. The reason that they were taken there is because this Badshah, he lived his whole life to capture Banda Singh, wasn't able to. So they're taking him there to mar him there and kill him there. At this tomb. That we did this even after you. We continued your mission. So it talks about Banda Singh was seated on an elephant in an iron cage, followed by 26 of his principal men who were changed. They walked barefoot. All sorts of filth and rubbish were heaped upon them by the population. On reaching the tomb, Banda Singh was taken to the grave of Bahadur Shah as though to give solace to the soul of the emperor that he could not capture him during his reign and that now he's being brought to his grave before execution. Banda therefore was taken to the location close to the gated structure where this gated structure existed, and he was dismounted and made to sit on the ground. And you can actually go to this Asthan, this Gurdwara Sahib, where there's still that metal gate, and you can go there in Delhi. I don't know the exact address, but you can find it quite easily. And they've still got chains on the wall which Banda Singh was tied on. Those chains are still there, and you can go right close to within touching distance and you can see this. And it's just like a small little bog in the middle. There's a Gurdwara Sahib opposite, there's a small little bog, and then there's all houses and everything around, and just the feeling, the area to back a job, and you can feel like this ground is different. And it goes on to now describe the Shaheedi. His little one, Ajay Singh, 4 years old, was placed in his lap. Islam or death was the option offered to him. He chose the latter. He was asked to kill his own son. Banda refused. On the refusal, the executioner held his child upside down, brutally thrust the dagger into the tender chest of the child, took out his quivering heart and pushed it into Banda's mouth. He closed his mouth with full force at his command. Banda remained unmoved and unnerved, resigned to the supreme will of God. Like, there's one thing taking gust on us, but our most beloved, our children. And now Banda's Ajay Singh is made Shaheed in front of him. The heart's put in Banda Singh's mouth. That is just like, is different. We can't even imagine it. Huh?
100%.
It's just these people were just a different level. Now his turn came. First his tongue was cut off. A little later his right eye. Then after a pause, left eyes were gouged out. Next, his left foot was severed, and then his 2 hands were separated from his body. Beastly torture now commenced. His flesh was torn bit by bit by hot pincers, like pincers like they're pulling his flesh off. His lungs, heart, kidney, and intestines were pulled out. Bereft of flesh, his white bones appeared. Torture commented through the day, and finally skeletons of his bones were broken by sledgehammers. Banda remained calm and composed amidst this inhumane torture. At the fall of the hammer, his soul of this great warrior left his body. While leaving it, it must have said, "Well done, Banda Bahadur." He died with unshaken consistency. Glorying, says Epostone, Agora, who writes this, who saw this. In having been raised up by God to scourge at the inequalities and oppression of age, O great Khalsa, go and visit his Zamini Shahadat, place of execution, lower your head in great reverence and say, Tan Baba Banda Singh Bahadur. Probably his other companions might have witnessed this beastly drama. They, however, were also brutally tortured and executed perhaps the same day or the following day. Paying benefited tribute to these great martyrs, another Gora, Colonel G.B. Melanson, records in his book titled The Decisive Battles of India that they had better have died of starvation, but for the torture inflicted by victors on Banda and many of his followers was so cruel that my pen refuses to record them. And that's the first edition of that was written in the 1st of June 1885. Around that time, it was, I can't even write what happened. It was so cruel. That was a crueler time to what we live in now. And he's saying, I've never witnessed anything like this. I can't even write it down.
Right.
Haven't got the jaw to write it down.
And earlier in the podcast, you mentioned that, like Bhai Mani Singh Ji's Shaheedi's coming up, and you use the terminology, we celebrate.
Yeah.
Why do you use the word celebrate? Why do Sikhs say celebrate?
We want Horappa Rona. Sada Rona hai nahi. Like for us, we celebrate these. We celebrate the Shaheedi of Baba Tara Singh. Why? Because to give your life for your faith is everything. Look, the Banda Singh Bahadur so brutally tortured, but in the end, he earned everything because he gave that Shaheedi for his dharam. Like for us to die for our Guru, for our dharam, is the greatest of all things that anyone can ever do. And in fact, a Shaheed gets a greater status than anyone else, any Devi Devta, any Mahapurush, anyone. Shaheed's sitting right next to the Guru. And that's what we're told throughout history, throughout our scriptures, throughout our Granths, that Shaheedan di rutba Devi Devta anto sare anto vaddiya. Because they gave everything, they fought to the last breath. And it's what Guruji talks about themselves in the Gurbani. And it just, we'll go on to that in a minute when we go into Babaji Shaheedi. But this is Banda Singh Shaheedi. And all this happened, the head of Lahore at the time was Abdul Samad Khan, the father of Zakaria Khan. And what he did in his time, so now between 1716 and 1726, what happens in that period? So now Abdul Samad Khan's the head of Lahore in that time, head of Punjab in that time, and he told local village headmen they were required to sign and undertake writings to show no Sikh is to live in their areas. So he's saying no Sikh to live in these areas. If any Sikh are found, they're to be arrested, handed over to local authorities. So this is straight after the Banda Singh Bahadur Shaheedi. They say no Sikh no labbo and the qatal karo and no maro.
So it was a bit of a decline after the Shaheedi of Banda Singh.
Yeah. And in cases where they could not be captured, their presence had to be reported to local government officials. Additionally, a system of rewards was established to incentivize the capture of Sikh. Monetary prizes were offered, for example, 10 rupees for the reporting of the presence of a Sikh, 20 for identifying one, 40 for abiding in his or her capture, and 80 for delivering the head. And now we often, this money for bounties on Sikh heads, we often tie with Zakaria Khan, but it was his father who came up with it. But it was Zakaria who took up with it with greater vengeance. Those times was bad. When Zakaria came, he made everything even worse.
And is that a lot of money in terms of like the 10 rupees, 20, like compared to today's gold?
Yeah, so I think we did the calculation, and 80 rupees at that time is equivalent to a couple of grand.
Wow.
At this time.
Okay.
And what that caused it led to widespread displacement of people of Sikh moving out of the areas, the near erasure of Sikh presence in the plains of Punjab, and people left, and other people came in to find and hunt Sikh. And what they say, after a few years, Abdul Samad Khan successfully maintained law and order. So this was just after Banda Singh Bahadur's, and there was a bit of lawlessness, and Sikh were fighting back, and things calmed down. Agriculture started to thrive and trade flourished. He relaxed his strict measures. They stopped doing this, and Sikhs started to move back in, and they were given like land, like you farm now, it's all right, we got no, because they're not going to fight for their ajadi now, they're not going to go to war with us. Chup karke beh jaan, apne kaam karan, and they don't say anything, they pay our taxes. He didn't think that the Sikhs are going to go back to the rebellious activities that they had during the Guru's times and during up to the times of the Shaheedi of Banda Singh Bahadur. So things now went up, and then they went down for a period of 5 years. It was very volatile, and then we had 5 years it was kind of calm, and people sat and started to farm. And this is where we pick up the Saki of Baba Tara Singh Ji. So where do we get this Sakhi? This Sakhi is written by Rattan Singh Ji Bhangoo, and he starts the Sakhi by saying, Sakhi Tara Singh ki son so buddh nidan, Bhai dal mad Singh peo buttar got pradhan. We Sakhi Tara Singh ki, this Sakhi now of Tara Singh, son so buddh nidan. Listen with your full intellect as I now break it down. And just a brief history, this Sakhi is written, Sri Guru Panth Prakash, written by Rattan Singh Bhangoo, the grandson of Bhai Mehtab Singh Ji Shaheed. So that's his Dada, his Nana is Bhai Sham Singh Ji Shaheed. All his family Shaheed, his father is Bhai Rai Singh Shaheed. And the reason it's written is just after this period when the British are coming in, they want a history of who the Sikh are. Sir David Uctaloni gets a Gora by the name of Captain David Murray to go in and start researching. They're not able to do it. They employ different people, Kashi Katrai, Gaur Ali Badshah, Bhutte Shah Maulvi, to write the history of the Sikh, and they write Tariqe Sikh in Farsi, which they do in India of the Sikh. Rattan Singh Bhangoo comes in and says, I will write the true history of the Sikh. And it's in Panth Prakash that we first hear of the Shaheedi of Bhai Taroo Singh Ji, the Shaheedi of Bhai Mani Singh Ji, Baba Gurbaksh Singh Ji, of the Vadda and Shota Kallukara. All these Shaheedi take place at this time. Why wasn't it written first? Because first we were fighting to survive. When you're fighting to survive, our history is written with blood and passed on by my words. We haven't got time to sit down and write. And anything that was written has been destroyed. Like when the Shota Kallukara happened, and 10,000 Sikh men, women and children were shaheed in one day in Nakka Square in Lahore. What else happened? They went and they took copies of Gurbani, took copies of any Sikh writings, and they threw them down wells, set them alight. They tried to destroy any history. And that's why it's very important we tell these Sakya, because this is our history, and history creates the next generation. If we don't know our history, if we don't have connection with our language, our history, all these things, we can never connect to our forefathers and never live how they lived, never look up to them. We could never know what they stood for. Then how are we going to stand for the same things in the same way? So that's why these Sakya are so important.
And what makes Bhai Rattan Singh Ji's writings so credible?
Because he's writing, one, what he sees himself, one, what his dad told him, what his chache thaya told him, what his restadar told him, what he saw, what he knows about. He's like primary source history, because he's like, I'm involved in these skirmishes, I know how we fight, I know the Khalsa Taifat Mriyada, I'm living in and amongst this all. My grandfather was Shaheed, his father was Shaheed, my chache thaya, everyone around him is Shaheed, his friends are Shaheed, he's in the middle of it. Right. Imagine being in the middle of something and start writing it down. So writing the story of his grandfather, writing the story of his father, writing his story, what he saw from a young age, so much, and it just fits everything together. And obviously we have a Maryada in our Dharam where things are passed down verbally. And that's always been the way. And he's now recorded it and written it down once. That can never be erased. It's done now. Verbally things can change and that, but this is done, bam, stamped on paper.
And what I heard recently was that he wasn't just a Lakadi, he actually gave Shaheedi himself as well. That's crazy.
That's why they call him Rattan Singh Shaheed as well, because he was Shaheed.
That's why he
and out of a family of Shaheeds. So he writes Sakhi Tara Singh Ji, Son so Buddha Nidan, listen with your great intellect. Now he goes down to break down the Shaheedi of Baba Tara Singh. Baba Tara Singh, he lives in a pend called Vaan. And there's two pens together, Dal and Va pen. They're next to each other. So when people say them, they say Dal Va. Like, what's your pen? You're probably Duabba, yeah? So near Duabba, there's two pens that are very close together called Uggi and Chitti. And when people say them, they say Uggi Chitti. Okay. They say both together, and you think it's one pen. You realize actually they're two separate pens. And the same way, Dalva are next to each other, but they're separate. But they're just pronounced together because I'm going to this area. So that's the bend that Babaji is from. And now Bhai Rattan Singh goes on to describe Babaji as well. So this is in the Majha area, past the Taran Sahib. And he writes about Babaji, he goes, Hati tapi jatwan rahe, veh rahe so changi, Neel bastar tan saje, saje tan shastar jangi. He's hati tapi jatwan. That means he's a hot tap karan vara. He's one that wakes up in the morning, one that doesn't chase comforts of the world, hold a rijai, like have all these soft things. He's hardcore. He sits, he does the tapasya for many hours. He has the ishnan in cold water. He recites the Gurbani. Rehet veh, he lives full on rehet. And we know, like Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj, we know that Ret was everything. Sikh pyara mujhko, Ret pyara mujhko, Sikh pyara nahi. It's the living of a Sikh that's beloved, not the Shabad, not the word Sikh. And Babaji is someone who's personified by their Ret. They live that. And a Neel Bastar Tan Saje, and their Srir and their Tan, they had Neel Bastar. They always wore a Neela Bana. Like just as mentioned by Guru Nanak Dev Ji in Hukamnamma, Neel, like that, the Khalsa, we were wearing blue. As mentioned in Ugardanti, the Khalsa, we were wearing blue. Babaji always wore blue. That was blue Damala, blue Chola, blue Kamar Kasa, blue Hujuria. Neel Bastar Tan Saje, Saje Tan Shastar Jangi. And also on this Sri, they always had a Jangi Shastar. And now this is our Mryada. Guru Gobind Singh told the second, yeah, Jab Hamre Darshan ko aavo, ban suche, to tan Shastar sajavo. When you come to have my darshan, come with your Shastar. Come tyar pratyar, kamar kasa kar deho dikhai. Hamri khushi hoye dikhai. Come with your kamar kasa tied. Come with all these things. It's our Ratnama. These are told to us with a bina Shastar case and rang pe jano. Without Shastar, without case, you're the same as a bakri, a lamb to the slaughter. These are things that our Guru gave us, and they're very important to us. And Babaji personified and lived with that. And this is where Babaji's Jeevani shines. Gurbani hit rake. Gurbani he keeps close to his heart. Siddhak Gurcharni Tare, and he's Siddhak, he's Sikhi, his beliefs, everything, his being, his bows at the feet of the Guru. The Mukvak of the Shabad of the Gurbani was everything to him. Mukte Kade Jo Bachan, Sati Jimko So Pratapare. And whatever he says from his mouth, he comes out and it comes true. He has that much faith in the Shabad. He reads the Shabad every day. The Shabad is everything to them. And when you read the Shabad with that pyar, you become one with your Guru. And one of the most beautiful things that Guru Sahib gave us was making the Shabad, putting their soul and everything into the Shabad, that we can have it with us everywhere we go. And we can fall in love with the Shabad, and the Shabad can teach us everything. For us, the Shabad Bani, Guru hai Bani. The Bani is the Guru, and to have a relationship with the Guru, we must have a relationship with Guru Bani. And that's what Babaji had, a real tight one. He had a relationship with Guru Gobind Singh, he had a relationship with the Shabad. And that's why he could do so much. And that's why Anwar is something which his Kotak are just crazy. And this is beautiful now. By Rattan Singh Ji writes some about them. Dangayan mein pratham us tariye naam ganaye. Dangayan means warfare fighter, rioter, the one on the front in the middle of all the violence, the one fighting a righteous warfare. And using the word Dangain is not talking about rioting, it is fighting with anyone. He's talking about righteous, just cause, fighting for Dharam. And he was out of all those who fight and rowdy for their Dharam, his name always comes up number one. He's known as Prathame Naam Ganai. Like his name always comes up. If Sikh are talking about who's the jungiest people we got, Baba Tara Singh name always comes up. And his father took Amrit from the hands of Guru Gobind Singh themselves in 1699. After that first Amrit Sanchar, when the Sikhs stood up to take Amrit, Babaji's father, Baba Gurdas, took Amrit at the times of Guru Gobind Singh from Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj themselves. Babaji also at a very young age joined the Panth. And 13, 14, you see it now when you go to India and you see the Singhs 13, 14 and the Nahang Dals. They're not children, they're Babe. Their wisdom is like Babe, their way of life is like Babe. They have no interest in all these other things that kids get caught up in. Theirs is Abba Bani Pariye, Shabd Kariye, Swar Kariye. They're like so excited to go and spend all day cutting pate grass for horses. They have that in them to do that seva. And Babaji was the same. They spent their whole life Hatti Seva Karna living at this time. And he was a Singh that was not afraid of trouble. To say anything kicked off, he was in the middle of it. He would go out and look for fights, such as his demeanor. He was proper Laraka. He lived with his head on the palm of his hand down for it. When he took Amrit, and Sachi sees Deta. Nowadays some people take Amrit like me and they're like, we can't behold Babaji never held anything back. Sisi Deta Guru, I'm down. Whatever happens. And out of the law, all the Larake, Jujarus, Babaji was like one of the most. And he goes, Kahe dangiye hum kimtare, dango hamari jaat. How can we be afraid of dange and fighting and religious warfare? This is our jaat. And there it says jaat god simgan ki danga. Our caste, our creed, our way of law, our way of life is righteous religious warfare, fighting for Dharam, fighting against the the unjust, fighting for those who do the paap, the tyranny, the oppressors, fighting against them is our dharm. Dangar khatar hum kiye Sri Satguru Ji aap. Guru Gobind Singh made us for this very reason, to fight religious war against the dosht, to fight against the baddies, to bring justice towards them. Dange hi payog Padshahi. And only through religious warfare will we ever have any Padshahi. Will we ever be kings? It's through fighting. Jud kare tab shant. Only through battle will we have shanti. Maharaj Guru Gobind Singh Ji themselves, right? Dange hi te hog sees lai. And when we have religious warfare, what happens? Apa sees de sakte Guru Sahib vaste. We can die for our Guru. We can have Shaheedi. We can celebrate. These things want Shaheedi. They live. They're already Shaheed. All of these things do the Amrit Chakra, they're living Shaheeds because they consider themselves Appa Haini, Appa Guru Deya. They're already Shaheed. And how they're just waiting for that mocha to actually give their cease. Bin dange ko puche na baat. And without religious warfare, without larai, without this sadda kisne baat nahi puchni, we sang Khalsa hai gaya. This is what Bhai Rattan Singh Ji writes. Hum dango machawe ko lakh kaat, and we will do this lakh times. We will go for dange, and we will go for violence, and we will go for fighting. This is what we want. And often people hear these lines and they read this Jat Got Singan ki danga. How's our terms to give langar? Our terms not to fight. But if we look at the Shabad of the Guru, Maharaj gives us the answer. Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj writes themselves, He Rava, He Sasa, He Karananid, Meri Abe Binati Sun Lije, He Pramatma Vaheguru, what's my benti? Sonana karo, listen. Maharaj Guru Gobind Singh now separates themselves from Rab and then does an ardas, a plea to Rab, all in their game. Ora na mangata ho tum te kacha, chahata ho chita main soi kije. All that I wish for, all that I want, Shastran se tahira na pitar, juj maro ke sach pratije. Shastran so atahira na pitar, that in the battlefield, with Shastra in my hands, juj maro ke sach pratije, that juj ke die. And Juj ke give Shaheedi on the battlefield. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj says this and writes this in their Shabad, in their Gurbani. Santa Sahai, Sada Jagmai, oh, so I can protect the saints, oh, sustainer of the universe, of the dunya, so I can protect the saints, look after them. Kirpa kar syam ehe var dije. Kirpa karke ehe var sanu de do. That we stand up and fight. So when we're talking about Dangayan Jat Got Singan Ki Danga, it links exactly and right directly to the Shabads of Guru Gobind Singh. And if the Khalsa had an anthem, if the Khalsa does have an anthem, what's our anthem? De Shiva. Yeah. What does it say? De Shiva Barmo Ehe Shubhakarman Te Kabhunatru. He Shiva Paramatma Vaheguru. May I never refrain from righteous acts. Nadaro Arso Jabajay Laro. May I never fear the enemy. May I go and fight them. Nische kar apni jeet karo. With absolute resolve, may I go and have victory. And through this line and non, Nische kar apni jeet karo, we already victors. When we read this Shabad with absolute drirta, we're already having that conversation with the Rab. These are Hukamnamma for these things. These are Hukamnamma, and what does a Sikh do? They obey the Hukamnamma. These guys are obeying these Hukamnamma. Ar Sikh ho apne hi man ko eh lalach ho to naka charo. This is the lalach that we have. Jab avake od nidan bane atahira na mein tab juj amro. That when my end comes, I die fighting on the battlefield. When my end comes, I die fighting on the battlefield. That's what Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj wrote in their Bani. And the thing is, sometimes, and he wrote it in Jandi Charitar Pehla. And sometimes we fail to recognize and understand what Gurbani is. Gurbani is the Guru. And whatever Guru Sahib says is Aad Sach, Jugad Sach, Happy Sach, and Anwar some of the which Nanakosi peace. It's always going to be true. And it's always going to be fact that this is what Guru Sahib asked for. And this is what, in turn, the Khalsa also asked for. Because the Khalsa recite these Baniya daily. Like some people now, they're scared of these Baniya, Jandi Charitar, Duja, Jandi Divar. They get, I was talking about Jandi. I don't know whether Guru Sahib wrote it, so we accept it. We don't even question it. We don't even think. Whether people understand it or not doesn't matter. And I've been to some programs where sometimes they've got Dasam Hukamnamma coming on and they go, no, don't put the translator. People get confused. We're not here to make people happy. We're here to Kama Sikhi. Whether people get confused or not, that's on that. We don't understand these Bani at the Guru Sahib wrote. That's on us. We've got to do more research and Khoj. But this is the Bani of the Guru, and we must stand by it, tell our Antasama.
And I guess this is a solution that we're doing prachar or educate people about these shabads like you're doing right now, right?
Yeah. And they're just talking about these shabads.
Yeah.
Because the other thing about shabads is what's happened now is we don't read the shabads, we don't sing in the shabads, we don't dive and swim in the shabads and do vichar of the shabads. Like Sikh of old, sit in the dal, they'll sit for hours around the fire and just talk about one pankti. And they'll laugh and they'll sing and they'll enjoy the Shabbat. Now we're taught, just read it like a robot, don't say, enjoy the Shabbat, live the Shabbat, break it down and up. Pari jao. And think of it, when Guru Maharaj wrote Sukhmani Sahib da Path, Guru Arjan Dev Ji, Shaheedan de Sartaj, did they write it for in 500 years from now, in different countries, my Sikh will be, and you know what, they'll sell this Bani for £101 for someone to do a Sukhmani Sahib at their house. They'll pay someone to come and £51 to do a Sukhmani Sahib. They'll pay someone else. Sukhmani Sahib's not written to do a Sukhmani Sahib program and then cut a cake afterwards. It's not written that, Granthi will read it and we'll just sit. It's written for us to ingest. It's written to us to do vicharav. It's written for us to break down. And what are we doing now? We're offshooting it to others. Both Jururi Aap, every single one of us, everyone watching, learn Gurbani yourselves, learn ek pankti paro, and then read and vichar these Shabads ourselves. That's how we come out Sikhi. That's how we understand Bani. If you want to see the face of the Guru, look at the Shabads, look at the Akkar of Gurbani. We will see our Guru, and then we can converse with our Guru. Otherwise, why would you want a bajol line there to do the gal for you? When you could talk directly to Guru Sahib yourself, why are you going to keep someone else in there? Very important. We ourselves learn this Shabad, and it's very simple. And I always say, it's very simple. In 35 days, you can learn the Gurmukhi alphabet. How? Learn one Akkar a day. Like Monday, Ura, Tuesday, Era, Wednesday, Iri, Thursday, Sasa, Haha, and then Saturday, Sunday, Kakka, Sunday, Kakka, and then repeat it, do 2 letters. Say if you're doing it on one day, Kakka, 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 write it down 1,000 times. You're just doing 2 letters. We can spend an hour, 2 hours doing that, 45 minutes doing that. Whenever we're in the car doing that, in a month we'll have the Akkar. In 3 or 4 months we can do the Maharni. In 6 months we can learn to read Gurbani, if we want to.
100%.
You know, when you want to learn to drive, regardless, people fail 7 times, they still pass in the end because they need it, they want it, they feel, I need this. In the same way, we need Gurbani. There's no excuse. Unless someone's so learning difficulties, they can't. Then for suno, for Vaiguru Japo. There's always a way out. For those able-minded, we go to school, we learn all these other languages, we learn German, French, all this, we learn English. We learn all these things. We can learn Gurbani. Right. There's no excuse. The excuse that people have, I'm busy, I got work on this, is laziness. If you got work, cut down to 4 days. Ek din Gurbani te lao. I got kids, learn it with the kids, learn it together. Gurbani di bahut jaruri hai. These guys lived and gave Shaheedi by the Shabads of Gurbani. Aapa bhajde hai Gurbani, so very important. And then when we're doing Sukhmani Sahib parts at our house, instead of paying anyone else to come and read it, all us families sit and read it together. And if a Gani Singh does come and read it, read along. And that I love, not out of, oh man, it costs this much. I have love, give them as much money as you want. Wame £1,000 deo, like you'll read the Qeemat of Gurbani. Like when Guru Har Gobind Sahib said to the sect, who can recite Japji Sahib? And it's by Gopal who sat and recited Japji Sahib. Maharaj was getting up, ready to give them the Gurta Gaddi, because reciting Bani is worth everything. But his lalach fell to a horse, so he got a horse in return. He got everything. But he was rewarded for reading Gurbani. When we read Gurbani, we will be rewarded. But also very important, like having Santya, being able to recite Gurbani correctly, very, very important. So we're not twisting and marauding the Guru's like Shabad how I do, because my skills of reading Gurbani ain't best. But don't just fall at that level. Don't just think learning how to read Gurbani is it. That's not. It's just a tool to bring you close to the Shabad. Then it's on us to really connect with that Shabad. And the sad thing that we see nowadays, people have Santya, and that which should take them closer to the Guru is taking them more away because it's giving them an ego. They think they're better than everyone else, they think they're better than us, or think they're better than someone else because they can read Gurbani better. Like, how retarded would it be? There's a kid in school saying, oh, I can read this book better than everyone else, I'm better than you. No, it's like you've got a gift now. Read the book. What's in the book? Find that knowledge. Live by that knowledge. That's everything. And then you become a good student. In the same way, you can read Gurbani well. Like live by that Shabad. Like who should be the most ponche hoye amongst us is our Bhattis and our Granthi Singhs. But unfortunately, there are many that are like wow and do namaskar to them. But there are some who their living is to read Gurbani, but then they have sticky fingers or they play different games or whatever, they mess around. They don't follow the Shabad that they're spending all time reading. There's one thing reading it, there's one thing tying it to your heart. And you know when we come back to the line, Gurbani hit rakke, Gurbani Babaji kept to their heart. They've really tied it in. And in that way, they're always victorious. Like, and Maharaj was asked to say, Dasam Katha Pagoti bi ki pakha kari banaye, avar basna nahi prab, taram judd ke chahe. Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj says, avar basna nahi prab, I have no other desire but the zeal for warfare and based on righteousness. That's coming back to Babaji, Jat Kut Singhan Ki Danga. He lives that because he wants to fight for that righteousness. And people might say, oh, you all quoting all Dasam Bani. All so far, you've quoted the Bani of Guru Gobind Singh. Obviously, Guru Gobind's fought many wars. But if you look at Bhagat Bani, Gagana Damama Bajio, Pero Nishane Kao, Khet Jo Mandio Surama, Ab Jujan Ko Dao. Spiritual warriors enter the battlefield to fight and to die. Sura Sope Chania. How do we recognize as a spiritual warrior? Jo Lare Deen Ke Hai, those who fight for those in need. They fight for the deen, they fight for dharam. Purja Katmare. Kabhu na shade khet. You can't get more biras than that. Purja katmare kabhu na shade khet. That maybe chopped bit by bit, like by Mani Singh Shaheed, chopped bit by bit. But khet ni shadya. These Singhs, khet, they never left the battlefield. They stayed in Sikh. Every single one of those Singhs that was Shaheed, the 600 or 794 in Delhi that lined up to give their Shaheedi, they put their heads on the line willingly. There's a Sakya around that time of the Shaheedi, they're doing 100 Shaheedi a day. On day one, they're asking everyone else, are you going to Shadi Taram? If you Shadi Taram, we'll let you go. And they said, no, apa sek, marange, Shaheedi pawange, chop, next. And then after a bit, the Sikh go to him, tuzi ek vari puch liya karo. You're wasting time. Right. We all want to give Shaheedi. We're all together as one. Let's go. Don't bar na puchu, ek vari puchu. All our answers the same. That love, that purja katmare, kabu na shade khet. The mums come trying to pull him out, and he's like, doesn't matter, you're my mum, she's not my mum. My mum, my mother, father, sargo Shaheedi, I'm down here.
I've even heard that the Singhs would almost fight between each other to who would go first to give Shaheedi as well.
Look at that. Yeah. Look at that. That's crazy. Now we fight amongst each other to be first in the line for the langar. Not then, it was different. There's a different summer. And then if we look at Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, Guru Nanak Dev Ji original, the Raja, Badshah ka Badshah, Joto Prem Khalanka Cha. If you want to play the game of love, Ser Tarat Ali Gali Mariyao, on your palm of your hand, place your head, like Baba Deep Singh did. Shaheedi Pao, basically. Itmarg per dije, ser dije, kahana na kije. And if you decide to walk on this path, ser dije, ser dena penaya, ser deo. Don't give your ears and listen to what anyone else has to say. Nowadays, I don't know if I want to be taken, I don't know what people are going to say, my family going to say. It doesn't matter what anyone says. Doesn't matter what the dunya said. People can say to us, they're talking about these warriors, they're talking about martyrdom, they should be talking about serving langar. It's all the same to us, but we're never going to leave this. And so what people say to us, we don't care what people say. People, they're watching this podcast, you can dislike it, you can write all the horrible comments you want. It's not going to change us on what we believe. It's not going to change our satkar for the Shabad or our satkar for Babaji.
And it's interesting because a lot of times people think that Shabad's by Guru Gobind Singh Ji, right? The Joto Prem Khelne Ka Chao. They think Guru Gobind Singh Ji wrote it. Guru Nanak Dev Ji, right? So it's great, and it's such a big disconnect because everything that you're saying is all the things that's written in Gurbani and that our gurus faced, and the Guru Sikhs after the Guru's era up to literally the present day. But there's this big disconnect. Like Bhai Sahib just saying, I don't think he's not trying to offend anyone in that respect. That people do langar to this era, but it's become that we've kind of watered Sikhi down to all we do is shikar langar, but it was much more than just Shikar Langar, right?
Like I'm saying, Langar Shikar Heta Pawniya, Guru Nanak Dev Dev Shuru Kita. We will give a Shaheediya, but we will not stop.
Yeah.
The Sikh gave their Shaheediya, they stopped trains and by standing on train tracks, gave Shaheedi to serve langar to Sikh prisoners. They gave langar to the sadhus, to the holy people. They had sadha dharam, yeah. But it seems that that's the only bit of our dharam that we've kept. Like other things like beh ke jaap karna, gurbani karna, jooj ke shaheedi bani, we've often forgot about. And we do langar. Why? It's easy to do langar because everyone loves you when you do langar. Oh, they're the Sikh, they're the ones that serve everyone. That's what it comes down to. And we don't care about what other people's opinion is. People love us, hate us. Doesn't matter. If we look out there at what people love, look at what people love. Look at people love these artists, these singers. They play their songs. Pull up like, what's that geezer? Like P. Diddy. Pull up his songs on YouTube. Look how many millions of views. On P. Diddy kartoot aa gayi samne. People love Jay-Z. His name comes in the Epstein files. Hun kitthe gaya? And so many people, Trump, our president, all this, he's in the Epstein files. People look Deepak Chopra. I'm spiritual. You know, people say, I'm so spiritual. I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. I read Deepak Chopra. The monk who sold his Ferrari is such a spiritual book. His name comes in the Epstein files. Hun kitthe gaya thodi spiritual? Jehdi Sikhi hegi hai, jehde sade Shaheed hegi hai. This is for us. This is where we got to focus. We know that anything because daag na lagya na laguga. But these dunyavi people that we follow, half of these people now, all these actors in the dunya that people were following, they're all on these Epstein files where they went to islands to rape little children and do gandband. It's crazy. Like many of them supporting wars that are going bomb little children like with Baldani. And I said, Maraji, someone's getting hurt in the area and Babaji run to the front line to save them. It's a true disconnect. And nowadays, often we do things to make people happy. Yeah, we just got to think about our guru. Nowadays, some people like people would twist Sikhi to make others happy. Doesn't matter, jo Sikhi likhya, ohi aapa parange, ohi aapa karange. So what happens? We got to stay with our guru. And obviously, we're not perfect. I say straight on my shit head myself, I know nothing. But I'm in love with my guru. Every day I'm going to try to fall every single day. But our love is here. This is where we are. And our love is pure. Our actions might, now we might fall every single day. Might end up like getting into squabbles or whatever, have Eid Khan in there. But those who we look up to, they are everything. Right. And it's very important that these are the people that we promote and look up to. I went to a talk in Smevik a couple of weeks ago, like a month or so ago. And after the end of the talk, the kid and the mother put up a hand and they go, we came here because our kids, they really enjoy the sakya that you do. And we came because it's you. I go, yo, this is a big galti. Don't come because of me. I'm nothing. I'm a retard. I'm a piece of shit. Don't join with me. I'm nothing. Let me die. Don't even say my name. I don't mean nothing. I'm a microphone. We don't go to a certain program because they've got these microphones. We don't go and put hard and Sarope on microphones. We are microphones. Me and you, we are microphones. We are saying what we've learned. Anything that we talk about today is not from us. It's from Sikh history. It's from Gurbani. Nothing's from us. So why are you going to celebrate us? Why are you going to celebrate any human? What, we don't put Sarope on microwave. Oh, you did a microphone. Oh, you did an amazing job, man. You said the Saki. You're just a tool. We are tools. And we got to realize that. And when we view ourselves as just a tool, it helps lower the ego as well. Because we are nothing. Marna. Those who are something, those are something that jure hoya Parma. They don't even care about press because they're so in love with Parma. Uta ek jurge. It's us in the middle ground, middle earth that we're left fighting for like likes or fighting for like it's nothing to us. And that Sardije. Just gives it, don't listen to anyone or anything. Fall in love with the Guru. And that's vital for us. And this is what Babaji did. Obeyed the Guru's command. He joined with Jathadar Baba Binod Singh, Banda Singh Bahadur, when they came up and they fought the Jangs and took over Sirhind. The Jangs of Chappar, Chiri, all the battles where they took Punjab back, they fought. Babaji's father, Baba Gurdas, was Shaheed, and Babaji fought themselves valiantly on the front line, and they gained much pyar and respect. And people told stories of Babaji's Bahadri when they fought. And they used to say that death fears we maut Tara Singh to dar diya. Death fears Tara Singh. And after that time, after the hunting downs, the Singhs fought back. It came to a period where it got peaceful. And four or so years passed in peace. The Mughal Sarkar gave the Sikh free roam. Tusi apne kheti bari karo. A Sikh returned to Punjab. They started to do the kheti bari. They started to farm. Babaji didn't like this time. He liked the jungy times because we knew who our enemy were. We were at war. And he used to say to the Singhs, Tihari rakho, still stay in your jathe, still stay morche band. Don't listen to this Sarkar. Don't pay tax. Sada Guru Sara Kusha. Don't fall. But the Sarkar at the time wanted peace. They gave land to many Sikh and they wanted them to relax and do the kheti bari, the hard work, and make this area prosperous so they get more tax and stuff. Babaji in his bend, they made a bunga, a tower outside, just like a small jar. They call it a bunga, but it's just a small jar room outside their bend, and there they resided. And he'd always dream about Shaheedi. He'd train people up. He'd never let go of Shastra Vidya, never let go of the Sikhi Maryada, never let go of their Jangi Nitnem. They kept all that. They still had a habit of fighting. When anyone would come to him with any issues in the local area or the next bend, they'd come to Babaji and Babaji would go and solve it. He didn't always be in the middle of everything that's going on. Everyone would come to Babaji and they'd listen. And Babaji would not pay any government tax. He would not bow down to anyone or anything. They were just like Satantar. They kept 5 to 10 Liraku, Jijaru, Kharku Singhs with them at all times that loved them. Jaan nalo pyare Singhs, they loved each other that much. The katte rehndे ਸੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਬਹੁਤ issues to those Singhs. Babaji would send the Singhs, and if any Singh came that needed langar pani, chola, shastra, Babaji would take care of them. And at Babaji's dera, like Hindus would come, Musliman would come, and Babaji would feed them langar, look after them. Fakirs would come, sadhus would come. They'd do vichar of Gurbani, they'd do kirtan. Everyone come perform their namaz. Whatever they want to do, they would come to Babaji's place. And because Babaji had so much love with Gurbani, it's like they spoke to Vaheguru Parameshwar directly. And the Mukh Wak, the Shabad of the Bani was most beloved. That's why they lived by it. Gurbani says, Anana Ranaruto Nar Nehi Kare, the warrior who fights in the battlefield should fight and press on. Na Neve Na Fun Sanchare, he should not yield, he should not retreat. Babaji lived by that. Babaji lived by these shabads. It was everything for them. And like not just the jangi shabads, every shabad, like Chala ge ut naam jab nisbasar adar, like Babaji will wake up Amrit Vela and do that jab, do that simran. And if we call ourselves Sikh of the Guru, what does Sikh of the Guru? Guru Satguru ka jo Sikh akhaye, so poluke ut har naam tyave. The ones who say that they are Sikh of the Satguru, they wake up early in the morning, har naam tyave. Dhyan naal tyave, meditate upon that naam. Udam kare, palke prabhati, ishnan kare, amrit sar nave. Then they should waking up, udam karke, they should do ishnan. Updesh Guru, har jap jape. Sab kilvik paap dok lehel jave. And doing this, all the dok dur, sara kuch ho jana. Updesh Guru, like they follow the Updesh of the Guru. And this is what Babaji did. And then when the sun come up, Gurbani gande sege. Guru Ramdas Ji tells us Babaji follows and they provide, this is how it's done. Like, we're talking at the start, why is Sakya important? Because now we learned through Babaji even how to follow the Shabad, how to live by it. That's more important than anything. And what happened at this time now, what kicks off Babaji Shaheedi? And what it is on the road from Amritsar to Faridkot, after a river, there's a bend called Nasera. And there, the head of the village is called Rai Pannu or Choudri Rai. Sahib Choudri Rai, he's egotistical landowner. He's a Hindu, but Musulmanan nal raliya hoya, and he keeps a lot of ver and irka with the Singhs. And he had 2 beautiful goriyan, 2 beautiful, like very, very expensive, amazing horses. And those horses were allowed to go where they wanted, and they'd often go into the Jameen of the Gareeb Sikh that were living in the area and eat the crops. And the Gareeb Sikh went to Choudri Rai, Hath jod ke vi benti hai, your horses are coming and eating the crops in this area. We benti take them somewhere else. Look, we got old Bajorg families here. Shote sade bachche. The horse are eating the crops that we were going to eat. So what would we eat now? But little crops we would have sold and got wheat and made prashade, or how these dala sabjiyan we would have made. Those horses eat appa ki kahange, our parvar sara appa bhukhe rehna. Benti the way it was supposed to. They didn't when hath jod ke benti kiti vi tusi take your horses elsewhere.
Hanji.
Like, or get some rope and tie your horses up, please. Tie your horses up so they don't come and ruin our fasal, ruin our crops. And Choudri Rai Panno replied, he goes, you want me to tie my horses up? I will tie my horses up. You know which rope I'll tie them up with? I'll cut your case. You know the case that you go so beloved, that mean everything to you. I will cut your case. I will cut your daria and those of your children, the case of your family. We'll cut all those cases, bind them together, and then we'll make a rope, and then we'll tie the horses. Apart from that, we ain't tying no horses. If we're going to tie them, we're going to tie them with the case, your head. That's how we're going to make the rope. That kinna dukh laga na Sikhan nu. The Gareeb Sikh, but what they're doing, Sikhi kamare, they're just trying to command Sikhi, keep their case, do their nitnem, read their bani, do their kirat kamai, and then they're told, we'll cut your hair off. It's such a big insult. Hearing about this, the Singhs got upset, they go, and they're ready, and on maar diye. Idda bolya sade kesan bare. But then they go, je enu marta, they'll come for our parvar, we won't be around, appa shaheed ho jange, sade parvar ya ki karange. What can we do? They felt bad, ducky, real hurt. A lot of duck they went through. So they go to two Nahang Singhs in a bend village close by. Obviously, second knew each other. There was that time where sare ek dusre nu jante si, bada pyar karde si. They went to two Nahang Singhs, Baba Bagel Singh and Baba Amar Singh, and they said to him, "Baba, idda gal hoyi hai." That they said they're going to cut our case and all this. And these Singhs go, "Don't worry, we got this. Don't worry. Appa chinta na karo." And it just reminds me of like when the Devi Devte went to Chandi when she's having Ishnan and this, the Devte are battering us, and Chandi goes, chinta karo, like, don't worry, we got this. Hassi har harai, because she's laughing. Like the Singhs must have laughed, like, don't worry, we got this, don't watch it, we got this. And then the Singhs, what they do that night, Luttamar kar there, they steal the horses. And they don't just like chor Vangoo nahi, they steal the horses, as they steal them, jakare shad there. So they's like, no, these are Singhs that have come and taken the horses. Like, and the thing is, obviously, chori is wrong, murder is also wrong, fighting is also wrong, but for Dharam, everything can be done. Like Baba Bidi Chand Bahadur, he stole horses from the emperor. In the battles, they stole Shastra, and now they're stealing off the very chor oppressors themselves, and they take these horses, and they take them and they give them to another Nihang Singh by the name of Lakmeer Singh Sandhu. And this is beautiful now because Bhai Taroo Singh writes this, and he knows all the Singhs' surnames and what villages they're from, because he's in the middle of it. And he's saying from Bend, from this Bend, Karala, Lakmeer Singh Sandhu comes, he takes the horse, he jumps over, he rides it down to the next areas, and he goes to Patiala where the Maharaja Allah Singh is, and he sells Maharaja Allah Singh of Patiala that horse. And then afterwards, what happens? Te nat aaye Bhai Tara Singh paas. Then they run and seek refuge at Tara Singh's bunga. Veh jo jeevan rakhe na aas. Why? Because Tara Singh apne jeevan nu koi aas nahi rakhi. He hasn't got no aas, desire to live. He's mare hoya, shaheed hoya already. They are living shaheed. They're that brave who shed all fear of death. They come to the dera. They didn't keep a penny for themselves. They sold the horses. Ek rupaiya when you rakhe apne aapli. Sara kuch golak chpata. There was no lalach and greed. They gave everything in the golak for the langar. We Sikhano shikawange. Like Dharam was most important, not money. And now Choudri Rai, that guy, the head of the village, wakes up, seeing his horses have been taken. He hires Koji. He knows it's people that have stolen. He knows it's Singhs. He heard the Jakare. And then he gets a battalion of boys, of soldiers, out to go and find them. He discovers that Bagel Singh and Amar Singh were the thieves, Lakmeer Singh was the accomplice, and he discovers, and they do the research through the Koji, the detectives, that these guys are now at the Dera of Baba Tara Singh Ji, Vaan, and so they head there. Him, his men, his detectives, the trackers, the tracker dogs, all of them arrived. And with great ego, they arrive in Baba Tara Singh's bend at the bunga, and they say, hand over these thieves, or we will go to Lahore, and we're going to report you, and there's going to be trouble. And if we go and report, the army's going to come. These thieves are going to run for their lives. And Baba Tara Singh Ji, you're going to be left to suffer. You're going to suffer the consequences of looking after thieves. So turn them over to us now. And Baba Tara Singh spoke. And he goes, these are not thieves. You are the ones who plunder as you wish. You are the ones who take advantage of the poor and the weak. You are thieves. Our Guru de Sangha. And I stand by these, and we will stand by them. We will not run anywhere. We will stand, but we will not hand them over. And if you want them now, come and take them, but you will die here today. Eho je bachin si. We will not run or hide. We will fight to our last breath with our chests out. And if Zakaria comes, let him come. He will not forget what happens here. And this is how things are and how were. If we look at it, this whole Shaheedi Saka started, what was the root cause? Is they said, Thode case katalane. That was the cause for them to steal the horses, for them to come to Baba Tara Singhs, and for Baba Tara Singh to say, no, these aren't thieves. He knew the whole Saki. This was the buy-in. Look how easy the Singhs bought in to fighting for righteous warfare. Someone distorted the case. It leads ultimately to Baba Tara Singh Shaheedi and the Shaheedi of 22 Singhs.
And even oppressing the poor, as in the horses were eating their crops, right?
Yeah.
Like they didn't have no food because of that.
So the Singhs stood up. If we look at many Shaheediyan, they're not that deep. If we look at Garja Singh and Bota Singh, who gave Shaheedi fighting back to back with the slaughter in hand, what did it start off? When Rattan Singh writes the Sakhi, he goes, Kaha Susaki Singh ki, Jim Suni Rattan Singh Khan. Now I'm going to tell you the Sakhi that Rattan Singh heard with his own ears of what happened. Sikhan ki nindya sunat, jin ki no sees kurban. Because they heard the nindya of the Sikh and the Singh Naam and the Khalsa Naam, they gave their Shaheedi ki no sees kurban. Baba Tara Singh and Bota Singh, they were hiding in the jungles. They hear people talking, saying, oh, all the Singhs have been killed. These aren't Singhs, these are cowards and all that. And because of those words, they go out, take the road, establish Khalsa Raj, and then start charging people tax. Because of that nindya of the Singh Naam. Like, they heard this and cease lage bin gal nahi kari. Cease lagai charcha hoye, jagyo jane khalsa soy, Bota Singh's words. Now, because of this, we have to give our lives to remind the world that Apa Sikh ha gaya. They made a resolution there and there, Baba Garja Singh, Bota Singh did, that only sacrifice can restore the beadabi of them talking ill of the name of the Singhs. So they gave their Shaheedi. It was basically, if we break it down, it's someone said, Singhs are all dead, Singhs don't exist, Singhs are cowards, they're still alive. And because of that, they gave their Shaheedi. The buy-in is that small. Look at Tara Singh, when the Shaheedi kicked off, Babaji's like, I'm down with protect these Sikh. And these moke come about now. But Sikh now have changed. Imagine now, someone like Garja Singh or Bota Singh stood in Punjab GT Road and said, you know what, hun Banda, hun sarkar nu nahi manna apna raj, and they start charging everyone. Sikh would turn against their own brothers. When it happened in history, we put their pictures on our wall and we hailed them as our heroes. Many Godvare have their names. We go to their Shaheedi stands and do matta tek and namaskar. If it was happened today, the way our psyche is today, we would turn against them. And just an example of this is in April 12, 2020, it was lockdown. And what was happening in Punjab in lockdown, the police were doing julam. They were getting people out of their cars, making them hold their ears, ask for maafi and stuff, making them do duck walks and all that. And there's a group of Nihang Singhs in 2020 that had an Akhanpat Sahib at their dera, and they in Patiala, and they went to the mandi, the sabji mandi, to buy sabji. The police stopped their cars, start swearing at them, hitting their cars. The Singhs come out. And if the Singhs come out now, the police are going to make them ask for maafi, film them, do their besti. And the Singhs go, we're not going to allow this. And the Singhs fought back against the cops. The Singhs battered and chased off the cops, and one cop, his hand getting chopped off. It was quite famous. It was in the news everywhere. And they painted the Singhs wrong way. What were they doing? They went to get langar for the Gurukar. They came back with langar. They got stopped. They got pata langar chikana pa pahat laga. We need to do this seva. These are stopping us up. But we don't listen to them. Sada guru pyara, sada langar pyara. Apa langar vartana. We're going with the langar. Police put the barricades, chopped them, start hitting them. They fought back. And what happened? They chopped the guy's hand. They battered him a little bit. Bala kushu nahi kita. But our own Sikh turned on him. Sikh leaders, even some Jatla turned on him. And did eta Sikh nahi gaya eta badmasha khargu aaye ya hoga. They're not with us. But they were our brothers. They did the right thing. If we look at historically, if they did this 300 years ago, we would have celebrated Sarbat Singh. Koi nahi rokya Singhs. They held their langar down. They did it like 6 years ago, and they're still in jail now, and no one's even asking about them.
It's as if 300 years ago we glorify the history, but if it happens 5 years ago, we don't glorify. We see as the opposite.
Yeah.
We see as that, why did they do that for? And not to digress the conversation so much, but even in the UK, right,
Yeah.
where similar things are happening, but there was stuff coming out about how people in Parliament were holding secret parties. So the Sarkar was telling the people, the population, that you can't do this, you can't meet, but they themselves were doing it. So it's just a different form of tyranny or injustice that we're seeing today, where the armed people, the praja, the population can't do things, but the people in the top seats, they can do whatever they want and they can get away with it. Even if it becomes public news, it was on the news, nothing's going to happen to those people.
Like now, nothing's going to happen to all these people. The lists of Epstein are going to come out. What's happening to it? How many arrests have happened? Very few. Rajeda, whatever his name, George. Yeah, Andrew Saladek. He was there with little children on the island, and Pata nahi he's been arrested, is it not? Is that Dekla? Bro, look. And that goes to show money and power. Sare matha tekte no. But as such, no one, they can lock up anyone they want. The Sarkara can. All these pedophiles, they allowed to run free, do what they want. And now there's the shock that Trump was on those files and doing all that.
Yeah.
On a question nikenda.
It was a question that I had in my mind for different podcasts that come out after this. But it's that thing where a lot of people say, but why does the Khalsa then need Raj? Why do we have these individuals that fight against these people? What's the point of causing commotion and problems, right? But look how unjust the leaders are, right? Look how what they're doing, and we just want to sit comfortably in our own homes whilst all this stuff is happening in the dunya. Again, it's that thing about the disconnect and watering down Sikhi, that's why Guru Sahib Ji and I guess those Guru Sikhs during that time, that they wouldn't settle for anything but Raj.
And even within our own home, that Raj of controlling our own home. Look, even if we look in the last so many years, there's so many abuse cases in certain dairy and stuff.
Ji.
Like that Baba who did unspeakable acts with a little kid in India, and they've even got audio recordings of it. I don't know what's happened to him. And the whole Panth just kind of ignored it. Or the Biya that happened to Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, most of the time it gets ignored. The one time it never got ignored, we were labelled as barbaric when in the Singhu border in the Kisan Morcha in 2001, on the 15th of October 2021, someone came and did Biadabi of Guru Granth Sahib in the Dere in the Nihang Singh Shoni there, Singhan of Vadke Rakhta, and they dunked that, they chopped his hand, his foot, and they hung him there. And everyone said, this is so barbaric, if it happened in the Purana Samasara, and it would accept it, we Sadhe Singh Kinne Chardi Kala. And the thing is, we've moved away from principles to make people happy. I don't know what's going on, man. But dunya is a crazy mess. And that's why more than ever, we need to look at these Sakya and get our morals from our Sakya and our Sikhi. Because at the end of the day, if we look at it honestly, we're not brave. None of us are brave. If we were brave, we wouldn't be here. Inni biadbi hoyi hai Guru Granth Sahib di, we're still sitting, chilling. Hana? Je Guru Sahib inna pyara sadha na aapa kuch karna nahi si, we're still sitting, chilling, doing nothing. And I think I read about Shaheeds like Baba Tara Singh, Baba Mani Singh, Baba Deep Singh, Baba Nod Singh, Baba Gurbaksh Singh. They cut from a different cut. For me, they are the Khalsa. They are the true Khalsa. The Khalsa, what it should be, is a very far cry from what the true Khalsa are and the principles they stand on. And the thing is, the step one is recognizing where we are, how we live, and then only where you can build. But that's what these Sakya are absolutely vital. Absolutely, bahut jaruri. We read these Sakya because they give us hope. This is how it is. This is what we do regardless of anything. And these Sakya teachers, Maut is just a change of clothes. These love Maut, they go after Maut. The dunya out there, everyone says just nahi parai karo, ha karo, ho karo, build this, pay your mortgage, do all this, get trapped up. Don't you get involved in this, don't you get involved in this. Like the buy-in for them was very small because they were down for their Guru every single bit. And it's just mad. But going back, what did Baba Tara Singh do at that time? He stood by the Singhs. No matter what you say about them, I stand with them, because he knew them. There was that loyalty, there was that camaraderie. Nowadays, Singhs don't spend enough, or Sikh don't spend enough time together. In the Guru Ghar, it's like we go to the Guru Ghar now, and you can go to the Guru Ghar and come home without having a conversation with someone.
Hanji.
Whereas you go to the Guru Ghar, it's home, like everyone is brothers and sisters. But at Pyar now, we can meet each other. It should be the source of energy, not the source of ladai. Like really, like we're fighting. We even now in the committees fight to control the Guru Ghar. Like what for? So you can own the stage and you can do what? What is it you want to do? You should be scared of this stage. You should be scared of the seva, because with the great power comes great responsibility. You're responsible for the sangats, you're responsible for the langar, you're responsible. That's big seva, ma. It's not to be taken easy how you're fighting to get control. Meri party awe. Where's the Meri? We all do Meri, Mera party, Mera Jatha, Mera. We should say, Tu hai, Vaheguru, Rabba Parameshwar, Vaheguru, Tu hai, you are, Tusi hai. Dujja agge aake kare, apar ral ke karange. But we get egotistical when someone takes our seva. Now, I always say, a beautiful thing Jagraj used to say, I'm just here till the next guy comes along. And our thing's the same. When the other people come and they're better than us, do it. Let push each other forward. And that's what we see in these Sakya, the Singhs, that Jaan nalo pyare ek dujhe. So going back to the Sakhi, Sahib Rai, Choudri, he goes to the local Thana of the Mughals and he complains about these barbaric people, these thieves. He says they're thieves. And at the police Thana, there's a Hakim Jafar Beg. He's infuriated and saying, my area, these things are speaking like this, acting bad like this. We used to kill them and now they're being strong. All right, then who's at the dera? And then they tell him, the Sahib Rai goes, there's many sadhus there, because there were many Hindu sadhus, many Muslim fakirs who'd come to the dera because it would be peace. They knew that Babaji was a Mahapurush, they'd come there. And amongst them, because they all run, and there's a few Singhs, there's a few thieves, they all run when we turn up. So Hakim Jafar Beg gathers his forces, 80-foot soldiers, 25 horsemen, 105, and they'll go, we'll go and attack. We'll show them what time it is. And we'll do this attack at night. And if we look at like books like The Art of War, it says speed is the essence of war. Why? Meaning momentum and timing overwhelms opponent. You catch people by surprise. You can just win by catching by surprise. A poor plan executed quickly is a good plan, because it goes place quick. You catch people off guard, they can take them over and deal with them. And so they go in the pitch black of night to attack the Singhs. At Vaan, what are Singhs doing at night? Sari dunya sutti hai, apa jaag paida. Why? Because Maharaj says, wake up early in the morning. These Singhs obeyed that Hukamnamma. They woke up early, apna naam te hunde si, simran karde si, bani parde si. And Baghel Singh, the Singh that stole the horses, done that lutmar, he finished his nitnem and now he took his garva and he's going out for a walk to Jungle Madan. So that means he's going to visit the bathroom, nature's calls. And not like today, we sara loki apne sara kuch la ke kirpan la ke, or the tired teeny little dori kirpan and Singhs, then barsha, garva, everything leke, they went out to do this. And he's going carrying garva. Garva is an iron cauldron. And even once near Mughal Sahib, Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj was going out in the morning with their garva and a Mughal attacked him. And Maharaj with their garva pounded their head in. And jithe ਉਹ ਮਰਿਆ ਉੱਥੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦਬਾਤਾ. And now on Muktsar Maggi Jor Mela, when the Singhs go on Mahalla, when anyone goes to Muktsar side, there's a Gurdwara there, I can't remember the name right now, but they'll go and they hit Juttiyan on that kabar where the Mughal attacked Guruji at such a time. You got no honor, you attack at this time. So Baba Baghel Singh now is going out to do Jungle Pani. He's got his garva, his barsha, his gun, everything. And he sees the forces coming. And now Bhai Rattan Singh, when he writes about this, he goes, what would have Baba Baghel Singh been thinking? If he fought to run back and tell the Singhs would say, "Tu bhaj ke aa gaya hai?" You ran away from them to tell us. Well, what are you doing? Go fight then. If they've come, fight. And Baba Baghel Singh doesn't come back and tell the Singhs. He goes into the battle, he charges them. And he must have been thinking that, when it kicks off, when they hear the guns, when they hear the screaming, the blood, all of that, the horses, when they hear that upbeat, that's alarm bell, that will give them the warning. And the warning will come from my battle. So he calls out, Lalakahal Marda. What? Dushmano, Ajo, like, come, I'm here, Apatea. Sahib Rai recognized that's the voice that stole the horses. And him, one man charges 105. He runs into him, and remember, it's Punjab, it's dark. Number one, it's dark. The stars and moonlight are the light, so light is reduced. What happens in India, you look around, it's tond, so there's a bit of tond, and he runs into the middle of them like a tiger with his shastra in hand, and he starts chopping amongst them, in and amongst them, moving around them. The Mughals now, he's in and amongst the foot soldiers, the horses, they can't keep track of him, they're shooting, chopping each other. And by the sound of the guns, the Mughals are here, the Singhs here, with this shooting going off, the Singhs pick up the shastra, run towards the sound of gunfire. Like anything kicks off, you run towards the sound of danger. The Singhs run towards the sound of gunfire. Like they say, like the American military say, if something kicks off, the military guys, they run, the Delta Force, they run towards the sound of guns. Not away, they run towards, the Singhs ran towards. And Hakam's nephew, who's on a cavalry horse, is killed by Baba Tara Singh. Two of his nephews and his two brothers are killed by Baba Tara Singh. Baba Tara Singh, the one Singh against 105, is going on a rampage. He's destroying them. Tara Singh, the other Singhs arrive, and as they're arriving, the Mughals start to retreat. All the backups come. Baba Tara Singh gets shot in the thigh. Obviously, mobility is reduced, falls, and he ends up giving Shaheedi, being shot. But he's taken out two of the nephews, two of the sons, and he's done Barak and Samda Jot. And the Singhs arrive, and Hakam Jafar Beg flees the battlefield. They're picking up and dragging the bodies of their beloved, of his children, of his nephews, and the Singhs get there to see Baba Tara Singh to give Shaheedi. Baba Tara Singh is the first Shaheed of this Saka now. And after the Shaheedi, they bring the Sarir back, and loads of the villagers come, loads of people come. The sadhus, the fakirs, all these different people come. Baba ji, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਫਤਿਹ ਹੋਈ ਆ. ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਇੱਕ ਸਿੰਘ ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ. ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਗਏ ਬੇਅੰਤ ਮਾਰਤੇ. We killed many of them. They ਭੱਜ ਗਏ. ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਬੇਇੱਜ਼ਤੀ ਹੋਈ ਆ. They're like shame. Baba ji, you've defeated him. Now, ਆਹ ਕੰਮ ਕਰੋ. Go from here. Because now they ain't going to take this lying down. No one takes it lying down. Everyone has that revenge factor in them. They're going to come back. Go and hide out in the jungles for a few months and then come back. The huge army have come. There's only a few of you. Tusi jao, te mor ke aao. And then Baba Ji replies to him. Baba Ji says, Taroo Singh Ji unageo uchari humko kahe na jaan pyari. Hum pyare kahe gurvak jim gur satgur deo hai pak. Our jaan is not pyari. We're not going to run from here. You think our life is beloved? It's not. To us, hum pyare karege gurvak. The Shabad of our Guru is pyara to us. Jim kar satguru deo hai pak. Jida vi satguru kenda udda aapa karange. Singh so jo kare nit jang. Khalsa so jo kare nit jang, how we say. Singh so kare maran na sang. That is a Singh who fights every day. That is a Singh who isn't afraid of death. Asi lar marange bunge mahe. We will fight and die in this bunga. Ne nat hai hum jaan bachaye. Apa nat ke apne jaan nahi bachaunge. We will be Shaheedi Rai. We ain't running nowhere. Who do you think we are? Baba Tara Singh saying apne Shaheedi pawange. We will die for a cause. And some of the Singhs say, why should we be killed now? Let's go and run and live baggi. Some of the Singhs are vicharing. So Baba apa nikal ke apa baggi rahange. Why die? We can live. And Baba explains, I've never put a price, I never put value on my own life, and never will I. We were born to give Shaheedi. We will not lose this opportunity. We fought many battles, the opportunity never came. We were too good. The opportunities come now. And basically they were too good, they never got Shaheedi. Because I will live by the Guru's words. Jab aavak yog nidana bine atahira nameta bijuj maro. We will hold these prophecies close to our heart, and we will live them. And for Sikh, for Singhs, for Singhania, for the Guru, for those beloved to the Guru, Shaheedi was the greatest honor. Not scared of death, change of clothes. And many of the Sangat came, and they saying, run. And Baba Ji was, theek hai. Tusi inna kuch kenda pa Hukamnamma le longe, and you will receive your answer. So they'll go inside the Darbar Bek and they take a Hukamnamma. When they take a Hukamnamma, the Shabad comes up, and it's a Savaya. Jo kaho kaal te paaj ke bachiyat, to keh kunt kaho paj jaiye. Aage hu kaal tare as gajat shajat hai jeh te nis aiye. And then they shoot the last Shabad in the Hukamnama comes and he goes, Jate na shootiyo moor kahun, hasata ki na ke usarnagad jaiye. So the Hukamnama is from a Savaiya, and it's from the Bani of Guru Gobind Singh, and it's actually from Bachitarnatak. And the Shabad is saying, if we could escape death by running away, which direction should we run? Jo kahun kaal ke, jo kahun kaal te paj ke baj, if we can paj and run from it, where should we go? Aage hun kaal tare asagajata. And if death is coming, how can we even escape it? If it's going to come, it's going to come. No one's ever made a plan or devised a technique to escape death. Jate na shootiyo moor kahun. Hasna. He goes, Jate na shootiyo moor kahun, moorkha, silly, foolish human person. Let go of what you're holding on to. Hastaki gona sarnagata gaye. If death is coming, let go of what you hold on and haske face death. The Sangat at that time received the Hukamnama, received the bachan direct that this is what the Singhs are going to do now. And Babaji understood. Shaheedi pawange hor ta kar nahi sakte kuch. And now you might ask, like, was it a Dasam Granth Sarup, or was it a Guru? Obviously, it's not Sampurn Guru Granth Sahib Sarup, because the Hukamnama is from Bachitarnatak, from Dasam. Right. But then we know in the placement of Dasam, Bachitarnatak is the third Bani. And it would never come up in a Hukamnama if we take a pure. It must have been a hybrid Pothi Sahib. Jida Nitnem di Pothi nahi hundi. With loads, you have loads of Bani. And you find many of these Pothiyan, Hathlikt Pratan Pothiyan, where they've got so many Banj Baniya, Dasam Diya Baniya, Sarbat Diya, all in one. Just from a Pothi Sahib, they took the Hukamnama. And we could do that sometimes when upper Nitnem Parde, Nitnem to Bad, from a Gutka Sahib, Pothi Sahib, upper Hukamnama leke upper Par Sakte. And so the Singhs did, this was the Hukamnama.
Because all of Gurbani is a Hukam, right?
Yeah.
Take any of it.
It is divine, is the word of Parameshwar Vaheguru for us.
Hanji.
And in times of struggle, Gurbani shows us the way. And these things had that intimate relationship with Gurbani. There's even a Sakhi that comes up that once at Akal Bunga, Sri Akal Takht Sahib that we call today Akal Bunga, Hari Singh Nalwa, Jassa Singh Alwali were there, and the Hindu populace come and they go, Sadi Kuriyan le gaiyan. The Mughal Pathans have taken our girls, they've taken our princesses, our normal children, our girls, they've kidnapped them and they're leaving now. Will you come and help us? The Singhs go to the Darbar Sahib, and the Bani that's been recited in Darbar Sahib at that time through Gurbani as they take as a Hukamnama is Basant Givar. And the Pankti, when they say they come in, that Pankti that's been recited is Panje Badde Mahabali Kar Sacha Toa. And when they had that Panje Badde Mahabali, the 5 big thieves have come, the 5 big dusht have come, and now we're going to have a confrontation. The Singhs pulled out the Talwara Samajge. Now is our time for confrontation. They took the Shabad and they went and they freed those people. Many Singhs gave Shaheediyan to free the Bibiyan of these armed Hindus, of the Hindus. They did all the Shaheediyan to bring those kills back home with honor. That is what, and it's crazy. Like, that's huge. Like, just a few weeks ago, there was a news of a Sikh, a Bibi that was missing. You probably saw it. It came up. Everyone shared it on their WhatsApps. Everyone shared it. And the family came to the Singhs. They came to the Sikh and they say, our daughter's missing. Help us. That moment, those Singhs that did it, they gave up everything. Kam kar shadke, they everything. Went boots to ground into that area, knocking door to door, asking at shops, asking everywhere. Within 24 hours, they got the girl. Like, obviously, the Pratan one was Shaheedi Pani. This one was just finding a missing girl. But still, the Sangat and the Sikh got together and they did it before anyone else did, before government or Sarkar or anyone did Sikhana Gittasi. That's the power our Sangat have, and we don't celebrate it and realize it enough. When I went on WhatsApp that day, I looked at my phone, every single person was sharing it. Our daughter is missing, our girl is missing. And even the perpetrator, why she was missing, they even shared his picture that wanted, this is the guy that we're looking for. And Jovi kente andu chalabagi. Because the Sangat, the power of the Sangat. And then there's 1 or 2 people on my WhatsApp that didn't share it. And I said to the message, why don't you share it? I go, oh, we don't know. We got other people on our WhatsApp. People are going to think what we're doing. And I go, for the cushy of others, he didn't share that our daughter's missing. Everyone else came together. They worked as a community. And our kam kitta. This is very important. Like, our community comes together. And there's been times where the community have come together in beautiful ways. A body was found, an unclaimed body of a person. They had a Quran and they had an Ek Oankar tattoo printed. Ek Oankar ta like obviously you don't like Ek Oankar Shabad like jida Purane nahi karde si, like that greeny tattoo. So this person had an Ek Oankar tattoo on their arm and they had a Qara. A body was unclaimed and they put it out there. A Sikh apna Veer Bhavan found it, goes, yo, there's a body, it's got a Quran, it's got an Ek Oankar. And they're asking, like, does anyone recognize this body? And we're like, Vijad, yo, it's ours. If it's got a Quran, it's got an Ek Oankar, it's our duty for us to do the sanskar. And Sikhane Ralamalke paid for all the funeral and everything, paid for a sage part, took place at Samavik Gurdwara. Everyone went to we didn't even know this person. All they had was Ek Oankar and a Quran. Because of that Sikh Ralamalke, they did the funeral of this person. I think that's just a beautiful thing. It shows the community that Sikh get together with good heart and they can do anything. If we stay separated, we can stay behind our keyboards and chat all the shit we want to at each other. We're not going to build anything. We're not going to make anything for our next generation and our youngsters coming up. That pyar builds everything. The pyar of Babaji had for the Singhs builds everything. Pyar for us is everything. And those things went. And another tale of pyar now. Babaji looks at all the Singhs present and says, we ain't got enough Singhs to do dat ke morcha. And then he says to him, Jana ne jana, jana ne pajna, pajjo, jao. No one's majboori to stay. We're not twist anyone. We're not blackmail anyone. Those who stay for love. Otherwise, go. It's okay. We got no amnesty against you. So jere fakir, sadhu si, they get out of there. Ke which paj jande. And Babaji says, for tomorrow, the blood is on this earth. The ground is going to turn red with blood. Those who were ready to spill their blood, stay. Otherwise, tusi chal jo. And then Babaji did vichar. He goes, we're low in numbers. And then what do? They write chittiyan, they write letters to their homies, to their brothers that they served in the battles of Anandpur Sahib with, battles of Chapparchiri with, and Sarhand with. They fought together. They did all these they did the seva with. And what do the Singhs do when they're sitting around talking to the Babaji and the Singhs? They'd always talk, Babaji jo tusi Shaheedi paonge, aapa naal honge. They talk these galan of love. When Bhai Taroo Singh Ji goes to the jungles and serving prashade, Bhai Mehtab Singh and Bhai Taroo Singh would eat out of the same bhatta, and those same bachan they'd do. They'd say to each other, when time of Shaheedi comes up, katte Shaheedi pawange. And when Bhai Taroo Singh gives Shaheedi, Bhai Mehtab Singh gives Shaheedi at the same time as well. Bhai Mehtab Singh Meera Kotia, the grandfather of Bhai Rattan Singh Ji Bhangoo, the one who chopped off Masarangar's head, he gives Shaheedi at the same time as by Taroo Singh Ji, but we often don't recognize it or understand. And they gave Shaheedi in Nakka Square in Lahore the day before by Taroo Singh Ji is scalped, and then by Taroo Singh Ji was Shaheed many days later. So Babaji now, Baba Tara Singh, he writes these chittiyan to all his homies, to his brothers, to his friends. We ate together, we lived together, we fought on the front line together, we vowed to die side by side. Those of you who have not been blessed with Shaheedi already, he's writing to them. And he calls all the Singhs that used to say, we will die by your side. When you leave for Sachkhand, we'll go together. So he writes. And by Rattan Singh Ji now gives the Savdani. He gives the who's come. So Tara Singh had obviously 5 brothers. His father was Shaheed. The other brothers were Shaheed. 2 brothers are left, Vasava Singh and Kaur Singh. So he writes letters to his 2 brothers, blood brothers, that, yo, it's going to kick off Aajo Tusi. He writes to another Pend, Chalai Pend. Guru Har Gobind Sahib visited this Pend once, and 2 Singhs come from there. And Baba Santa Singh, the Jathadar Buddha, did Katha of this, and he describes it with Jori Singh Aisi. The Singhs were in Joriyan, in pairs. The Singhs lived in pairs. Like we always get Singhs in pairs. Sukha Singh, Mehtab Singh, Garja Singh, Bota Singh. Like always Singhs, like even in the Shahidya, recent Shahidya, they come in pairs like Satwant Singh, Bayant Singh, Sukha and Jinda. The Singhs are in pairs. Because when they live in pairs, and Baba Santa Singh breaks it down, he goes, one's ill, the other one can look after him. When one's doing Ishnan Pan, the other can be ready, tiyar pratyar with his Shastra. They stay together. And what they do Katha of this is different level. It's like we're just, they someone who live in the Panth and the Dal, they saw it. And the best katha that when I heard this Saki first time, I heard Baba Gyani Sher Singh doing the katha, I was just sick. That made me fall in love with the Panth Prakash, fall in love with Baba Tara Singh. And since hearing that katha, I've never fallen out of love. So if anyone watching wants to really listen to this Sakhi in its full capacity, listen to the Katha of Gyani Sher Singh or Baba Santa Singh, doing it in Gurmukhi, and it's the best. Like it's mad. Like some people have remixed Gyani Sher Singh's one and they got music in the back. It's just wicked. But going back, Rattan Singh writes now all the Singhs that are coming. Samund Singh and Jab Singh, originally from Lahore, Multani Sikh, they come. Sura Singh comes. Lakmeer Singh Sandhu, who stole the horse and sold it, he's already here. From Prana Pend, 2 Singhs from Sandhu Goth, they come. Prana Pend is also the Pend of Garja Singh, Bota Singh, he references as well. Ali Singh and Gurbaksh Singh come from Pend, Rattoke, Peem Singh and Badal Singh. They do Ardas and then they leave there to come. Baba Mej Singh Gill from Madrana Pend comes. Hatta Singh Chung comes. Balaka Singh comes from Sangha. Jodh Singh comes from Narawal Pend. Pogar Singh and Rasal Singh, originally from Peshawar, they come. 2 Singhs from Karbat Singh come, he doesn't say their names. Amar Singh, the one who stole the horse with Bagail Singh, he's already there, so he's present in the Savdani. All these Singhs come, they bring their guns, their armour, their shastar, and all in all, Bhai Singh, and their 22 Singhs gather. All these things are 22 that are gathered together. And Sabe Singh Ralbai Ge, Kish Agale, Kish Magro Ai. So some things come first, some things come after, but they all arrive within that small period of time. Unsis Lagavan Ki Chaha, to take their heads off. They've got that jah to give their shaheediyan, to sacrifice in battle. They don't seek protection. They've come now like ardas karke bhi hun appa shaheediyan pawange. And then Baba Rattan Singh Ji writes, Turat Singhan ek tham karayo, dek pool pali thor girayo, and they make a Ran Thama. So Ran Thama is a chiseled out piece of wood like a totem pole. In Mahan Kosh, it's mentioned as a Ran Kamb, like a nishani of Jang. So it's like a totem pole dug into the ground and it's there. And I've talked to many Singhs about this in Punjab. I go, what's a Ran Thama? Why is it for? Some said it's a nishani of Jang with Ran Thama lata hunna pallarange marange. Some have said it's a point of reference that we can't back behind this point. We can't back. And others have said that this Ran Thama is there. And when we're fighting a talwar, tutki, whatever, we know, look to the Ran Thama, go back there. There'll be other supplies there, a katar, a khanjar, a talwar, a gadasa, another shastra we can pick from this area. And then a barsha and go back to battle. There'll be supplies of tir there, langar pani there, first aid, medics there. Like whatever we need, fight and look back to the Ran Thama, strategic retreat, get back there, reload, and come back to fight. That's what some people have said. Some people said it's just a nishani that we're down to die now. So they make this big Ran Thama and they plant it on ground level. What else does Bhai Rattan Singh Ji writes? He goes, Kar chatke khal shele kadwaye leo nagare turt marai. So they've got a bakra, they've chakad a bakra, they've skinned the bakra, taken the khal off, and now they've put a new nagara has been made. And this is the old tradition and the way of the Khalsa of a Nagara is made. There's no vegan way to make a Nagara. This is the way. And I did this Sakhi a couple of weeks ago at Godwara, and someone come to me afterwards and he goes, jiri bakra chitkaya, you shouldn't have said this gal. And I go, out of all the Sakhi, all the bravery, all the Gurbani, everything, gal thano chobiya. This made you clench your butt cheeks. Eda dukh lagga tino? And he's, and I go, bro, chill. Like, where is our sorti? Just because one thing that our Maryada, I just don't agree with, no. But chill out. Purane samay mein this is Maryada, it's normal everyday life. It happens. Kei jathe kar de, kei panth vich kar de, chalda hai, hon vi chalda hai, some don't. Whichever you choose, good for you. But if it's written in history, we say it. We can't now read the whole Sakhi, and then if there's something we don't agree with, just blank it out. What kind of people are we then? Okay, we take what we want and leave what we don't. Then we'll do the same with Shabads. Because people do it, people use the Gurbani that should free our head than our soul, people use for their own arguments. Well, we should read Gurbani to find the Sach and fall in love. We're using it to make to aid us in a debate or something. We need to stop all that and just focus on learning with the Guru. So basically, coming back to this, the Chitkara, Chitanga, they made a Nagara, and the Nagara is crazy. Just the stance behind Nagara is crazy. It means we are Baghi rebels. We ask for no one's permission of nothing. When Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj had the Ranjit Nagara made, then the Masans complained to Mata Gujri Ji, we had to panga shuru karta hun. They're going to start beating a war drum. You had to write letters to people that if we're going to go through the area and have a Nagara. Not Aam Bande were allowed a Nagara. Guru Gobind Singh made the Ranjit Nagara. And the Masans were saying to Mata, this is going to cause fights. And Guru Gobind Singh, that's exactly what we want. That we're rebels, where no one could tell us what to do, what not to do. If we look at Guru Har Gobind Sahib, they said no one could tie the star. On the do sajate, the malla sajata. No one could wear a shastra, do paate. No one could ride a horse. Sare mere Sikh would do kor, sare hati sari. No one can build a tower. They build a Kahal Bunga, the immortal tower that will be here forever. Is that rebelliousness? And these are things that exist within our Dharam that we must understand. This is Redo, it's a sign of rebellion. So they have the Nishan Sahibs that say we're Raje, Nagare that say that we're rebels. They have the Ran Thama and they're getting ready for battle. And now listen to what Rattan Singh writes. Kar sala katthe pe Satguru ki kar aas, pare baniya Guru ki likhan hoy kar ras. Now they've done the salah, they've got everything together. Now they sit and they recite Gurbani. Like Pare Baniya Guru ki, they recite the Bani of the Guru. Bani gaj pardeya. And sometimes when you see Singhs sit together and the gaj ke reading Bani, it's just a different vibe. There's one where when we read Gurbani and we take the inner messages and philosophy and deepness, and there's one we read it. Like when you say Chandi Divar in Vara. Like ਢੋਲ ਸੰਗ ਨਗਾਰੇ ਵੱਜੇ ਆਏ ਰਾਖਸ ਰੋਲੇ ਤਰਬਾਰੀ ਬਖਤਰ ਸੱਜੇ ਜੁੱਠੇ ਸੇ ਇੱਕ ਜੁੱਦੋਂ ਇੱਕ ਜਾਤ ਨਾ ਜਾਣਨ ਭੱਜੇ ਇੱਕ ਜਾਤ ਨਾ ਜਾਣਨ ਭੱਜੇ. Like there's one group of people who do not run from battle. Everyone like we fight. Like kagrang krak tagdang trak sagdang sang nagradang nahang. These shabads, they give you that biras that Dasam Bani does. Jab aav ke ho nindana bane aate hiran mein tab juj muro. They're reading these type of baniya. Uchi gaj ke, and it just gives you that energy. No need for like any, you're hyped. They're getting kalal muche aap kar jande. They're so hyped reading this Bani. And I've been there when Singhs have been reading Bani, and where do I get this energy from? The Shabad has that, the power of just listening to that just energizes you. And they get together, they're reading Bani, and all the Singhs, they stand and ardas kar there. And now we'll jump to the Mughal side, what the Mughals are doing. So Jafar Beg arrives at Zakaria Khan's court with the bodies of his sons and nephews. And hearing the Singh's name, Zakaria Khan, who just came to power that year, he gets vexed. He goes, we're tired of killing them. They keep coming back. Abba Mar there, they keep coming back. And one of the court Gajis say, these Singhs, they're tricky. They're like Raktabij. Like each time their blood hits the ground, another one's born. These are demons, these people are. They have some sort of blessing and stuff. And then Gaji, he gives advice. He goes, we need to capture them and bring them to Lahore, torture them and kill them. We'll kill them through the method of Sajai Asa. That's a way of killing someone without their blood being spilt, like burning them alive, suffocating them, all these ways. And a Mughal soldier then speaks. So he goes, Gaji Saab, you got an excellent idea and very good theory. We'll kill them this way. Why don't you come with us? And then you can tie the things up and bring them back. He goes, Gaji Saab, stop the cap. Seriously. He goes, you sit here and you give your nice views, but you go home and sleep with your wives at night and have your fun. You don't have to step foot on the battlefield. You don't know what it's like to face these guys. These guys are ruthless. There's no way we'll capture them alive. They're the greatest warriors that rule this land. They're ferocious. And you think we can just go and capture them? Shut up. And sit down. We will not capture them like that. We must kill them by any means possible. And Zakaria Khan sits, thinks, and goes, go now, quickly, kill the Singhs. He calls forward Morman Khan, and he's sent with 2,200 horsemen, 40 small cannons, 5 elephants, and 5 large cannons. They started, the hukams given, and they start being gathered to leave Lahore and go. There's a Lahori Sikh in that area, or in and around them, that hears like armies gathering, and he finds out through like word of mouth that they're coming for Baba Tara Singh, and he rides out. As soon as he rides out. Forces obviously of that caliber take time to form together, form their formations and start marching towards they need to go. This Lahori Sikh quick rides fast, and he arrives to Baba Tara Singh. It's not that much distance between Lahore and where Babaji is, And they arrive there and they say, Babaji, the Mughals are coming, there's a big force, you will not survive, no way. No way you're going to survive this. You're going to end up dying. Leave now and save yourselves. They're going to be here by morning. And Baba Tara Singh Ji responds. And he goes, Tanya, Bhai, bada pyar tu sade naal rakhta. You've come to tell us. You've left everything. You risked your life to tell us. Wajib, shabash tere. But aapa ne kite bhajna. He's saying they will come, let them come. It doesn't matter, aapa shaheedi pawange. But you know, your respect, we will give you thapra and respect. Tu bhaiya sada, you looked out for us, but on sada bhajan da sama nahi nikalya. The forces set off and they holi start arriving. And when they arrive, obviously Dal and Vaan, two bends together, and they arrive at the other side of the other bend. And when they arrive there, there's a Jat farmer, Commander Uppal, who comes out and he goes, idhar hi, and he starts taking them to the Dal side. So he's buying time for the Singhs. And the commander sends one of his trusted people, Jaake Baba Ji nu das diyo, aagi fauj, bhaj jo hai. And commander is taking them around to the Dal side of the bend. He goes, itthe hone hai is passe. They start going to that side, and his guy goes again. So there's the second person now come to warn Baba Tara Singh that in a moment you're going to have to give Shaheedi. They're all coming. They're going to kill you. Get out of here. Get out of here. And Baba Ji again replies, Shabash tere putra. Shabash. You had so much love for us. You came for this reason. He goes, you acted out of love for the Panth, and for that we are thankful now and forever, and we love you. You acted out as a brother, and thank you for this advice. But if I run now, loki ki kehnge? They're going to say, Baba Tara Singh, ਇੱਥੇ ਵੱਡਾ ਦਮਾਲਾ ਸਜਾ ਕੇ ਫਿਰਦਾ ਸੀ ਵਿਦੋ ਇਹ ਸ਼ਾਸਤਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੁਗਲ ਆਏ ਜਦੋਂ ਦੁਸ਼ਟ ਆਏ ਤੋਂ ਭੱਜ ਗਿਆ ਲਾ ਨੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਪਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀ. It's Amrit Vela time now when all these conversations are going. And when the army, the Mughal army are in Dalpend, they're looking, there's no Singhs here. And they go, why you brought us here? Even the Pendori come out and say, we're loyal to the Mughals, we pay taxes, we don't fight against you, there's no Singhs here. And the Mughal forces are just talking amongst themselves. And then they hear the Nagara. The Nagara that the Singhs made earlier out of Kushi. They were so excited, they made this Nagara. They hear the Joban, the Nagara. Amrit Vela the singer ready for Tiari. And the Mughal forces hear the Nagara, the Singhs know what they're doing, and they hear the Nagara and they go there, and they start riding towards the sound of Nagara. As they're maneuvering, there's a Mughal amongst them that breaks rank and runs on his horse, and he goes fast to tell Babaji. A Mughal Pathan from the Mughal forces breaks rank, and he rides front to Babaji. He arrives at Babaji to Babaji and goes, Mentanda kamya, they're coming now, tusi nikal jo. He goes, I know that they are the Julami. You are Sach, you are true, you are Mahapurush, nikal jo. And Babaji goes, Tanya tu. You've risked your life now, because if they find you warned us, you'll get injured. Inna pyarya, you're shabash, you're a true friend. A true friend is that one who comes in the time of need. Not when everyone's chilling. We know our true friends, but when we were in need, who came? And he goes to the Pathan, you're a true friend. You came in the time of need. Because Appani Pajna. And then the Mughal obviously breaks and goes back to his forces. It's Amrit Vela, they say between 12 and 2. Some Singhs are doing Ishnan. Some Singhs are sitting doing Bani. Some Singhs are reading Bani, chanting Bani. Some Singhs are sharpening the Shastar. What's Baba Tara Singh doing in between this? He's going and filling up Gadave of Bani, of Sabralo from the well, and he's bringing it and he's giving water to all the Singhs to have Ishnan, to wash their horses, to wash themselves. He's giving the Singhs to have Ishnan. Even moments before battle, he's doing seva. And the Singhs now, before the Mughals come, in all this time, the Singhs are saying to Baba, you've done more than enough seva. You did seva your whole life in Anandpur Sahib with the Smash Pacha. You did seva during the Jangs of Baba Binod Singh and Banda Singh Bahadur. You fought many Jangs. You served night and day. Even today, you're doing seva. All your life, you've done seva. Today, let us do your seva. And the Singhs reciting Bani, and some are saying, let us do your seva. Let us make our bodies pure by serving a true Khalsa, which is you. And Babaji replies and goes, no. He goes, your bodies will be pure in battle only. He goes, when you fight in battle and the Shastra hit you, they are stamps of purity, and with those you'll get pavitr. Deh pavitr hoy Shastra lagai. Your sarir will be pavitr when Shastras touch. And doing that, the doors of Sachkhand will open to you. And Babaji continued the seva. And he's bringing Gadve, Dolu of Jal, and he's giving the Singhs Ishnan. But aap ni Ishnan kar de. Obviously, they had the Amrit Vela, but aap, they're saying, We will get pure in the battle. And then the Mughals approach and the Singhs start to now do jikare. They start grabbing the shastra bastar. All of them are tyar pratyar, kamar kase tied. They're doing the nagara. They see the Mughals now. They see the tur. They can see like in the darkness the shadows coming, and the Singhs get ready. And now if we do Vijay of warfare, one of the things that is vital is speed, action of speed. Like Art of War says, move swift as the wind and closely formed as the forest, which basically means balance, speed and discipline and attack. Like it's very important to attack fast. Why? Because it's aggression and stability and control. And the Singhs do this now. The Mughals are arriving to attack, but as they're arriving, the Singhs don't give them time to settle their feet, to do their tiyariya, to load up their cannons. The Singhs just do a halla and charge with their shastra in hand. The jikare shadke, they charge first. Everything is in timing. Timing is so important. And in the Book of Five Rings, the samurai warrior writes a Book of Five Rings, and he writes about warrior philosophies. He writes, victory depends on attacking at the correct moment. And Musashi, the warrior who wrote the Book of Five Rings, he goes, destroying the rhythm of combat, that is vital. And he goes, there are moments when the opponent hesitates, resets posture, breathes, transitions between attacks, and this is where the Singhs catch the Mughals in the transition. They're marching, they're going to settle. Usually you see in films, they settle and then they go to war. The Mughals might have sent someone out to give warning or say to them, hand yourselves in. The Singhs don't give them any of that time. As soon as they see them, the Singhs set upon them, and so there's no time to set their feet, their position, their guns, and they strike. So the Singhs now take the advantage away from the Mughals, and that, you know how to say, perfect timing beats speed or strength. And Musashi, the samurai, also talks about how this creates psychological dominance. Someone's come to charge you and you charge them. You've taken their control away. You've had the aggression now. You've got the pressure and you're unpredictable. This causes panic, rush, and it causes forces to lose discipline. Imagine we marched all night, we get somewhere, and as soon as we get somewhere, they attack upon us. We think we're the attackers. We had the upper hand, but they attack upon us. So this is just crazy Shastra Vidya, like strategies that the Singhs just halla bol. It sounds like they're just doing a halla, but there's a lot more to that. It's a lot deeper, that is. And this halla bol, this battle charge is a deep tactic, even used fighting the British when there's a Bungi missile that would charge and take the guns. It's one of our like shock tactics, using speed as a weapon. And when the Halla's ball, like some things run faster, some things that move real slow. And Bulaka Singh's the first. He charges into the middle, and as he's charging, he's not getting stuck with one enemy. He's cutting, moving across, and moving into the enemy. Wedge formation, getting in there, chopping each other down. And at that close quarter, the Mughals can't even use their guns, and he's chopping and killing. And someone from far shoots and kills him with an arrow to the chest. And he's the first out of the 22 Singhs to give Shaheedi after he kills 8 or 9 people.
Do you know how many Mughals came? Did you mention that, G?
2,200.
Okay.
So with the hathiyan, with the horses, all of that, like 2,200 altogether. And with this, the Singhs see the battlefield. One shabad that comes to mind, Ran Dekh Suraj Chet Ulas. Seeing the Ran, the battlefield, Suraj Chet, Bara Chet Cha, Khushi Chahdi. And Ibn Maharaj in Gurbani mentions it. Rest of the Singhs arrive in, and Barak and Sam, that Jod Jalpan. And Bhai Rattan Singh really breaks it down. And we go, if you want to, don't just be this the last podcast that anyone listens to on this. Listen to the real katha, and then you break it down, read it yourself, tell your children, your friends, listen to everyone who tells the Saki. Listen to it. Why? Because it's brand new every time. The Singhs go to battlefield, the Singhs like maneuvering, waves upon waves of Mughal are fighting, and the Singhs just smashing their faces in. Many are killed, and there's a big mess on the battlefield now. Visibility is reduced. Those who have shot to their gun, smokes come out, causing visibility reduced. Nighttime visibility reduced. Now blood, all this thing, like it's all chaos in the battlefield. And Mughals now, they're stuck in confusion. They end up striking each other, killing each other. Darkness doesn't help. The smog hasn't helped. None of this has helped. They're shooting their own Banda, and the Singhs now are just going through them and chopping and killing at will amongst each other. They work very well in this environment, and the Singhs are smashing and chopping them down. There's bodies now on top of bodies, and the floor is now muddy. There's bodies of horses. All the horses can't jump over. People are slipping in the mud. It's getting very difficult to maneuver. And now the Singhs, they're all on foot. They're taking advantage of it. They're at home in this type of terrain environment, and they're fighting. And the fight takes place for many hours. Shaheeds on both sides. Our warriors start to get exhausted and slowed down. And when the Mughals start to back up, like, we can't fight in this confusion, we need to back up. So some are left to Shaheed, others back up and create distance. And when they've got distance, what do they have? Time. Distance in fight is very important. You got distance, you control fight. So now they're backed up, and now they're shooting. And with their shooting, they're making a lot of Singhs Shaheed out of them there. A few Singhs are still standing strong. They're charging volleys of bullets, and in the middle of this, one of the Mughals, bada hankari hoya, bada, like Gani Sher Singh describes him like Sher Foot da Jawanya, Takki Beg is the second in command. He steps forward, and he's completely covered in body armor. He's got the stane where gloves on made of loha. He's got chainmail covering all his joints. He's got sanjog covering around his neck. He's got breastplate, arm plates. He's got topi on. He's got the patel like that comes over the nose and all that, covered chainmail. The only thing that's open in his mouth. And he comes in there in the battlefield and he shouts out, which one's Tara Singh? Aya, maina do hath karke dekh, let's fight. And he shouts out a challenge towards Baba Tara Singh. And he even fires a teer at Babaji. When Babaji steps forward, he fires a teer. And the teer, they say, just skim Babaji's farla. And like, obviously at this time, there's other people that are watching and recording what's happening. And then Babaji then charges, pounces like a hungry tiger, grabs the reins of the Takki Beg's horse, manhandles it to the side, and then the top of their sword, this bit of the sword, the handspan there is called a pipola, and he shoves the pipola of the Tega into Takki Beg's mouth. So it rips apart his ball, his teeth, his gums, his tongue split open, and rips it open, mrorke, and Takki Beg backs off on the horse. And then all the blood's like spitting out and stuff like that. And he turns and he retreats. A great warrior, bred for war, bred for this moment, gets split up in the mouth, and he turns and runs, vomiting blood. And Momin Khan, who's leading the army, shouts to him, "Oh, tu karda kiya? Why are you backing away now? Why are you screaming in distress now?" And to take the piss out of him, Momin Khan said, "Tu paan kha raha? Are you having pan now?" That he's spitting everywhere, like, you know, they spit that red pan out. And Takki Beg is, Tara Singh vand raha, jaake shakla apna. He goes, Tara Singh is serving it, go and have some there. And then the next senior warriors all step forward in great gussa, and they push their hathi forward to trample the Singhs. Many Singhs are Shaheed. Even Takki Beg himself, even a Momin Khan, is firing 2 teer at once from his arrow, and he thought he'd destroy the Singhs. There's like 5 or 10 Singhs left that are fighting, and they're shooting at him. And as any form comes close, Bhima Singh, one of the Singhs who came, he grabs the ear and pulls it down, and he gets on and he kills the person, and he takes control of the ear, and he knows what to do. And then he's on, and he's like, goes to strike the Banda that's controlling the elephant. And the Banda puts the ankas up, you know that thing, that metal tool. He puts that up, and the talwar breaks on that. And then with a broken talwar, half a talwar, he chops that guy's head off. Bhima Singh takes control of the hathi. And then Tara Singh comes forward, and he says to Lakshmi Singh Sandhu, as a kid, you used to jump over 3 or 4 bulls from buffaloes and stuff. Yeah, now go and jump over that little buffalo who's saying that the elephant is just a little buffalo. Balakush Hani, jump over and take his head off. Lakshmi Singh runs forward, pounces, gets on the hathi, takes that Banda's head off as well. And then they've both got hathia now. And then Lakshmi Singh has got... he's taken that Mughal's head off as well. Lakshmi Singh, they've got the hathia, and they turn to Babaji and they go, "Babaji, hathi aage Khalsa kol hun." And they say that Baba Tara Singh, Rattan Singh writes that Babaji gave jawab, like, get off the hathi, they don't ask, we don't care for these hathi. The Khalsa should have thousands of hathi. Forget these hathi, the Khalsa will give prashad of hathi out. When we have Raj, we will give prashad of hathi out to the Gareeb. And these words of Baba Tara Singh spoke in the battle came true under the Raj of Maharaja Ranjit Singh, when we had tens of thousands of hathia, and Babaji would give hathia out as a naam. The Khalsa Vartad hathia like prashad. Those words came true at that time. And if we look at Sarab Bani, the Bani of Guru Gobind Singh and Sarab, there's one ardas that's written, and it goes, Dohra 9 lakh rati mile swache lakh, sawa lakh hathi mile, deho yeh ab lakh. like the doing ardas, maybe have savala khati that we have when we ride into Bao. And they say Kwaswari Mochale Leje Lak Nishan, that we have so many riding in front of us with 100,000 Nishan Sahibs. Vaheguru Ka Khalsa Jite Satra Chogan, may the Khalsa always be victorious, defeating all the enemies. That's the type of ardas that the Singhs do, that Jang Joddi Chausi. And after this event, Mughals now start to lose hope. Like they start to lose hope, seeing the Singhs butchering them, seeing a few left behind. Momin Khan calls forward two of the baddest of their warriors, Mansaram and Dayaram, who step forward to fight. They're like the known, we got these boys, nothing to worry about. They step forward and Baba Tara Singh goes forth and Chatkars both of them. Just like the Chatkar Bakra, the Chatkar both of these and take their heads off. And now it's been a number of hours, sun's rising, visibility is now coming back, and they can see there's only a few Singhs left. So they back up, they get all the guns, the cannons, the everything, and they fire. Baba Tara Singh, Baba Pima Singh, Amar Singh, Lakmeer Singh, all the Singhs now, they see them loading up their guns, and last Halla ball, they have to pull out the gun and they charge into Bao with their Shastra. Porja Katamre, Kabuna Shade Khet, and at that point, all of the Singhs are Shaheed. All 22 of the Singhs have given Shaheedi. They shot in the face, in the chests. All of them are Shaheed. When all those Singhs are Shaheed, Momin Khan orders their bodies be collected and all of their heads be chopped off. Momin Khan and the Mughals chop off the heads of the 22 Singhs, put them in a cart, and then they take them off to Lahore. All 22 Singhs proved their worth. None of them ran. They all fought to the last breath. They all gave Shaheedi and they all fulfilled their ardasa. Wa ardas, the Sikhi ke saswasa naam nib jawe. That may Sikhi stay. And this took place 1726, 300 years ago, 17 years after Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj left for Sachkhand, 10 years after the Shaheedi of Baba Banda Singh. The Singhs kept true to the word. And now this word spread that Bhai Singh and Shaheedi Bhaiya, Baba Mani Singh, Baba Tara Singh, they all get together and they organize a meeting at the Akal Takht Sahib. And Bhai Rattan Singh finishes this with a dohra, Tan, Tan, on Singhan ke jinkar sakha taje paran, Rehe naam thir karam ka, hai jag av na jaan, that Tan, O Shaheed Singh Gandhi, their story will live forever. Rehenam e karam ka. This karam that they did, these deeds that they did, will live forever. Whatever happens on the earth, will happen. But what these guys did, makes them amar. That makes them live forever. Like the Mughals came to bury us. They didn't know we were seeds. They didn't know we will grow. And the news of this Shaheedi spreads. It spreads fast that the benevolent Mahapurush Baba Tara Singh gave Shaheedi, and it spreads like wildfire. And it galvanizes Sikh youth up and down, all around, into action. Hundreds swore, now that's it. We're going to dedicate our lives to the Panth. Sada Baba Marta, Sada Jarnel Marta. Now they abandoned their homes and they took them arms. And amongst these moths attracted to self-sacrifice was the name Kapoor Singh, that ends up being Nawab Kapoor Singh, who gives up. He travels to Amritsar, he joins the forge, and Baba Tara Singh, who's the second Jathdar after Baba Binod Singh. Baba Tara Singh, one of the mightiest leaders of the Khalsa at the time. He, a resident of Sirhind, initiated into the Khalsa Panth by Guru Gobind Singh Ji themselves, distinguished in the battles of Anandpur Sahib, fought as a Meet Jathdar and the Baba Binod Singh in all those battles in Sirhind, along with the Baba Banda Singh Bahadur and all that. And now time changes. This is why the Shaheedi is so pivotal. It changed the time. The killing of Baba Tara Singh called for a huge response. The first time ever now a Sarbat Khalsa was called at Amritsar. The whole Khalsa came together by Baba Mani Singh, Baba Tara Singh, Baba Deep Singh, Baba Nod Singh, Baba Gurbakh Singh. All the Singhs came together in this Khalsa Panth. And John Malcolm, you know, the guy who wrote in the 18th century, wrote a sketch of the Sikhs, he describes the Sarbat Khalsa as he saw it. Not this Sarbat Khalsa, but another one. And this is what he writes. So we can imagine what the Sarbat Khalsa must have looked like.
Can you explain what Sarbat Khalsa is for this?
It's all the Khalsa coming together to have a meeting.
Okay.
And John Malcolm now describes it, what it's like. He goes, the Akalis, he mentions, were a militant order of Sikh known as the Nihangs, and they led. He goes, he's talking about he's talking about another one, and this is what he writes: when the chiefs and principal leaders are seated, the Adi Granth and Dasam Bani Granth are placed before them. So what's he saying? Everyone comes together, then Prakash happens. We leke Maharaj das Swaroop leke on there. They all bend their heads, they bow their heads before the scriptures and exclaim, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. A great quality of cakes are made. He's talking about cakes being made, but this is the Gora that's seen it, made of wheat, butter and sugar, and then placed before the volumes of the sacred writings and covered with a cloth. He's talking about Kara Prashad. He doesn't understand it. Because of Dikkani, Kara Prashad, he goes, made. These holy cakes which are in commemoration of the injunction of Nanak to eat and give others to eat, next receive the salutation of the assembly, who then rise and the Akalis pray aloud. So they all rise. What do? Ardas kardiya kharke. They all pray aloud, they all sing in shabds, they all reading dohre together, they all arti arta kardiya, they all reading Bani together. Next, when the prayers are finished, the desire to cancel, to be seated, everyone sits down, and the cakes are uncovered and eaten by all classes. They are served. The Akalis then exclaim, Sardars, this is a Gurmata, on which prayers again said aloud, and then they proceed to consider the dangers which they are threatened, to settle the best plans for averting, and then choose the generals who are to lead the armies against the common enemy. So then they do the Gurmata. What was happening in the Gurmata at this time with Baba Tara Singh, Baba Darbara Singh, Baba Nod Singh, Bhai Mani Singh, who's running Darbar Sahib Amritsar at this time, is in charge of the langar, everything. The following Gurmata resolutions take place here. The administration, the Mughal Sarkar, would not be allowed to fulfill its treasury. We're now not going to pay them any money on nothing. Revenues in the surrounding areas were seized by the Khalsa. The Khalsa Panth now would take all the Sikh all the Dasam we will collect. We will not give anything to them. Imperial armories should be raided. We will raid and do lutmar of their Sarkari Khajane. In order to acquire arms for the Khalsa, imperial stables will be attacked. We will attack their stables, take their horses, to ensure that cavalry can be raised. Those who sympathized with the administration and collaborated would also be punished. Anyone who collaborates with the Mughals, that rejoin them and work for them, unhanu apa chadna nahi. We're going to take them out, we're going to rob them. Jinna bhi kuch haga apa karange to fight back against them. The order came now to be back Chakravarti. A new rebellion was starting. Young Kapoor Singh, they mentioned, he now steps up and he really takes with zeal, and he's noticed by Jatta Darbara Singh and becomes his second in command. And they also mention, like in the history, it's mentioned Zakaria Khan is not one to sit by. His father did great zulm. He's going to chakku come, and he steps up his efforts to repress the Sikh and offers more bounties on their heads with even more zeal. Zakaria Khan was absolutely evil. 18 saal raya. The first Shaheed during Zakaria Khan's reign was by Tara Singh. The last by Taroo Singh. Many other Singhs were Shaheed during this time, and Gyan Singh writes in Shamsher Khalsa, is that some Hindus and Muslims were tempted by the bounty. You know, we put the bounties 10 rupees for telling us 80s for the head of a Sikh, that they started turning Sikh in. Their brothers that lived amongst us started turning on us. Criminals started decapitating women regardless of faith, and grasping their severed heads by their long hair, took them to police posts claiming they were bringing the heads of Sikh children. They're chopping any woman now. Inna zulm vad gaya. Soon no Sikhs left in villages. The Sikh elderly and children, most often sent to the Malwa regions, or able-bodied men, formed small bands and never stayed in one place. The Chakravarti Rana, why is it so important? Because you can never say this is there, they're there, they're there. Other thing, you can never count their numbers. The Mughals could never count. Zakaria Khan could never understand how many Sikh there were. He sees a band riding there. Next, he sees a band riding there. They're always riding around. You can't, like, they're not sitting in and they're not sitting down. This is the time where they say the Singhs, they stayed in the saddle. For this however many years, they stayed in the saddle. The talwar murke meanj nahi pai. They stayed in battle, they stayed in jang, because a new rebellion took place. We had to rebel, otherwise we wouldn't be left. Be no Sikhi left on planet Earth if they didn't fight back at this time. And the repression had other circumstances. Agriculture went down. Big Gareebi came in. Because the Sikh, jare Jatt si, agriculture karde si, jimidara, they were now left. Verily Sikh jere karde. Now money went down, hard times came, more people then came to seek bounties, to hunt them and make their money. Think of it, 80 rupiah for a Sikh's head is like a couple of grand. So they're coming to make their lifetime worth of money. And this ill-created, and all this stuff, it created people to drive into the hands of the Sikh. When many people shout to get up a Sikhana raliye. They are the truth, they are the Sach. And under this reason, the Sikhs' ranks began to swell. A lot of people became Sikh. Turk Amrit joined the Fauja. And, you know, so it's 300 years since the Shaheedi of Baba Tara Singh Ji, also 300 years since the very first Sarbat Khalsa, where they said we're going to loot the Khajane. And they did loot the Khajane. They heard about revenues of Multan and of the imperial treasury of Delhi going to Delhi via Lahore with a detachment of 200 men. A band of 400 Khalsa horsemen fell upon them, attacked them, destroyed the Mughal guards, and took off with 400,000 rupees, as well as the money, as well as the horses, weapons, and all that stuff. There's another one 2 months later. A band of Sikh under the command of Jathedar Darbara Singh and Nawab Kapoor Singh attacked a caravan of revenues from Kasur and netted a booty of 200,000 rupees. So the Singhs now robbing them to fund their own, to give to the Gareeb, to make sure the Langars are ahead so the armed villagers are surviving. And now they're funding themselves, and that's where they're getting the money from and the guns and everything. And in 1727, so a year after when all this is happening in place, Baba Darbara Singh and Kapoor Singh are near Hargobindpur, and they hear of a real rich caravan coming with loads of expensive Kashmiri shawls and other luxury goods bound for Delhi. And it's the caravan of Pratap Chand, a wealthy trader from Sialkot who had businesses in Delhi, Banaras, Surat, different places. And the Singhs attacked. And they took all the Pashmina shawls, Kashmiri carpets, the saffron, the musk, everything in the middle of the night. They took all the money, the weapons of the guards, everything. They even took with them the animals that were used to carry the goods. But when the Khalsa learned, when they found out actually this isn't the government's, this doesn't belong to the Mughal, it belongs to this trader Pratap Chand. It's not the imperial forces, it's not the Mughals in Delhi. The Singhs went and gave it back. The other loss is going to come from his personal loss. We got no beef with them. We got no ver. We don't steal. We don't not chore. And the Singhs declared the Khalsa is not going to keep any of this stuff. And they gave everything back to that Pratap Chand. And everything was returned. And what the Khalsa lost in plunder, they gained in reputation. Everyone like man ke bhi ta sachi sarkar hai hi, they are the true ones. They are true to the word. They are true to their Shabad. They're honest. They don't harm women. They don't harm children. They fight against evil. And in that way, a lot of people started backing and supporting the Khalsa at this Panth. Even if they couldn't do it from the front, they did it from areas they knew. And this is the story of Baba Tara Singh Shaheed and what they gave birth to afterwards. Afterwards, the Shaheedi of Baba by Mani Singh takes place. Darbar Sahib is taken over. Sukha Singh, Matab Singh, Chapup, Masarangar. All these jangs happen as this kicks off. When blood is spilt, it changes the times. If we look at 1984, before that happened, in 78, 13 Singhs' blood was spilt. And that created a changing of times. When enough blood is spilt in group, kuch badal gaya. And this is the turning point of the 18th century for us when Babaji gave their Shaheedi. And that's why it's so important. Like in few years, in 8 years, we're going to remember the 300th Shaheedi of Bhai Mani Singh, but the Beej is here. Obviously with Guru Gobind Singh, but this is the turning point of this summer with Baba Tara Singh Ji. And so that's why it's vital. We stow these sakya, we share them with everyone. We can be available to buy t-shirts, all of that, and represent this saki. And someone will ask you, what does that say? What's it about? And then we explain to them and tell them. And these sakya, like we started with and finished with, this saki carries our morals, our principles, our mriyada, what we live for, what we die for, our loyalty. Everything is in these sakya. The sakya by Mani Singh comes, and everything is there by Mani Singh. The hand who wrote the Shabads is the hand that got chopped bit by bit. Like we learned that hand never wavered one way. That's why these Sakya are so important. That's why these Sakya, everything that we share them with our children. And from this we learn, you know what, guys, let's stand together. As a Qawm, let's stand together despite any difference, despite any like you do this or we do that. We can all stand together because Shaheed sare aande hunde hai. Gurbani sare aandi hai. And this is where we can unite. Instead of fighting over silly stuff, come together and unite as a Panth, and we can change Aan wala Sama. We can help our Aan wala Sama. We can help each other, and we can change the current age of Sikhi through our Sakya of the past.
Thank you so much, Bhai Sahib Ji. As you mentioned already about 10-20 minutes ago, why this Sakya of Bhai Tara Singh Ji is so pivotal in terms of the change at that time. Even the first Sarbat Khalsa, this year is 2026, and Sikhs are marking 40 years since 86 Sarbat Khalsa, but it's actually also 300 years since the first Sarbat Khalsa that took place as well. So any final words, any final messages when it comes to this podcast and with the Sakya Bhai Tara Singh Ji?
I've made millions of mistakes doing this. I slipped up with language, slipped up with everything. Like we're going here and there. Many mistakes have been made. Some people might have got upset with pronouncing the Shabads or the history. Obviously made mistakes with this Western weak tongue. But forgive all those. But the main thing is, Raj Karega Khalsa. May we all join, unite in Simran, in Seva of our Guru. Pul chuk maaf karna.
Right, Guru. And like you've already mentioned in the podcast, and you've gone through so many different elements, right? We've spoken about the history, but along the way we've paused for a second and we've done different vichara as well. And I really enjoyed it. Good kid, I could imagine a lot of it in my mind in terms of when it was 12 o'clock at night and it's complete darkness and what
we just scratched the surface. We didn't even go deep into. We could have gone deep, but due to time, I got to pick the kids up as well in a bit. Innit? Yeah.
Well, it's been over 2 hours, I think.
Yeah,
definitely.
due to time and stuff. That's why we've and I say to them, don't just listen to this one rendition of the Saki. Listen to it over and over. There's someone once said to me, it was actually Baba, and I called him out. Like he goes to me, "Oh, you always tell the same Sakya," and I go to someone else. I go, "Wait till he finds out we recite the same Bania. We say the same full Karda Shabad over and over."
Right,
For these Sakya are brand new to us. These Sakya was brand new today as it was the last time we heard it, as the last time. This is everything to us.
Right,
and this is our life, man.
From generation to generation, right? People hear these Sakya and it changes their lives. And for the Sangha that are watching this at home, we hope you enjoyed it. Of course, please leave your comments in the comment section and let us know what you like Bhai Sahib Ji to cover next, right? Because you're speaking about this offline that, hopefully, let's try and carry this on, right? Because this era in history is not really covered, right? We speak a lot about good at the heart, which we should, right? But especially when it comes to 1708 onwards, that part of history is not told as much, especially here in the West, right? So, it's fantastic series that you're doing, Bhai Sahib, and hopefully we can continue to do this. But again, it comes with your support, so please leave your comments. Let us know what you want to cover. If you have any questions for Bhai Sahib Ji as well, please leave them in the comment section. But again, thank you so much.
Thank you guys for doing all this seva. Thank anyone who's watched it for watching it. Like that's everything, man. Sare nu thank you. Most of all, Rab nu thank you. Kariye Shaheed Singh nu thank you. Kariye for they done everything, man.
Good. Well, we'll finish off there, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa,
Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.